Blades fans, subscribe to Blades Ramble. Up the Blades.
As always, the Ramble is sponsored by COACH Sheffield. If you're a growing business and you want support to continue that growth, they are the people to speak to. Thank you for joining the team for their continued support for the Ramble. Today's Ramble is sponsored by Wellstoned Landscapes. From lawn to luxury, creating outdoor elegance. Wellstoned Landscapes covers most areas of Yorkshire. If you mention the Ramble when asking for a quote, you'll receive 10% off any work. Call Paul or find him on Facebook in the details.
This is a view from the mountain with a heart so pure it's astounding. Man, mountain strong and true. What a man, what a view.
David knows, he really knows where the wind, I know whispers blow. Smelly break, he's in the know. David knows, steals the show.
What is happening, Blades? And welcome. Have intros for you, intros for everybody. How is it going? Welcome back to the Blades Ramble. This is the watch along. In fact, we're on behind the Ramble, aren't we, at the moment? So let me just make sure I'm changing this around, getting the appropriate things on our screen. It's not worked. So yes, anyway, hope you're all well. Look, I'm joined by two gentlemen that you know very well. How's it going, boys?
Hello, can you hear us?
Yes, quick sound test. Quick sound check.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Hear me now. Let me know if that's not very good, is it? Let me know if if you can hear us all right. I'm going to refresh the page. It may make everything really bad, but we're going to try anyway. 2 seconds. Hey, hey, whoa. Right, we're back, and it should allow me to get the proper screen on. There you go. I tell you what I like about the Ramble is we've gone so professional since going full time. But I did it for a reason, lads. I did it for a reason because we've got the teams up. We're here to watch Leeds United hopefully lose to Stoke. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? And these are the teams, boys. I don't know if you've seen them yourselves. I can hardly read it now. Put it on screen there. So we've got Leeds with the usual lineup, I think it's fair to say. Oh, Willie Nonto's in the start because yeah, Dan James is out injured, not even in the squad. Interesting, but still, it is a miss, but they've still got a strong squad. Can you hear the Nose and the Mountain? Please let us know in the comments. Can hear you, Jimmy, not them. Oh my goodness. Amateur hour. Well, we thought we might be able to do that, but speak up, boys. Say something.
Is that going to work? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Hear me now. So let's go through the Leeds team. It is Caldalo in goal. Some kid called Jaden Bogey at right back. Junior Firpo left back. Ethan Ampadu and Joe Rodon at centre half. Look, I've heard they had a good performance the other day together, but Ethan Ampadu's not a centre half in this league. I can't hear anything. I don't believe it, says Mark Hill. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Might have to try that. And you're no longer on the mic. I can hear him, but it's very quiet. It's a shame. It's a shame. Yes, probably for the best. You're going to have to be loud, lads. Gru Everton-Acker in the middle. Solomon will be probably on... Oh, he might be on the right, actually, today, because Nonto likes to be on the left. Brendan Aronson in the 10. And Joel Pirot up top. Victor Johansson in goal for Stoke. And I have no idea where the rest of them line up. So Phillips and Wilmot are centre halves, I think. Pearson and Berger and Baker look like they are centre midfielders to me. Manoff, is he the lad that we've been linked with, lads? Manoff. Man off many talents. So unbelievable. You're supposed to be the man that gets us prepared for these things. What did you say in your view from the mountain?
Well, you wouldn't know,
A little bit of a layup for Man Mountain there. Right. Can you hear him? But it's a shame that. It's a shame. I'm going to get into some comments, see if improves through. Wait, it's not going to improve, is it? It's not going to change. But evening, Jimmy. Whatever happens in my mind, it's set for the playoffs weeks ago. Just can't see us winning at Burnley, but you never know. Well, we're doing that game straight after this. So hopefully we get anything out of this game. Be an absolute bonus. And let's be right, it'd be a bonus if we got out at Turf Moor, win it as well. But, you know, we can hope. Clark is out for the season. What a waste of a loan. I'd have said it anyway, to be fair. I can see Robinson back in the team today. The way Wilder was talking, sounds like Holding will not be fit for today. Not too sure on Hamer, though. He really needs to get O'Hare back in the team. Lads, what's your thoughts? Robinson, Dave's
No,
like,
thank you.
no, but you resign. That were like a resigned nod.
Because I can see it happening.
Oh, that's a shame. It's a real shame if he does. 1-0 Den Blade, says Joe. Feeling confident today. Put the pressure back on Burnley going into the last two and more than a chance of them slipping it up. The other thing as well was, what are you doing? All right. Are you coming to join me? All right. Yeah. Fair dues. Fair dues. Yeah. They do. Be careful, you. Careful.
Jim, manual labour, that.
All right. What do you want? What do you want from me? Like, you're gonna have to sit even closer together though. Now you know that, don't you?
Oh, that's right. Won't be the first time.
No, it won't. That's true.
Sit back a bit, Jim.
I can't sit back any further.
Your head's taking up about 45.
Well, I can't do anything about the size of my head. I'll tell you what we could do. Hang on.
Oh, here he goes.
Hey up. Let's
Technical wizardry.
look at that. Look at that. I tell you what. What will we do? Hang on. Lee Edridge saving the day again. Sending me the formations. Lee, you're coming on next, mate. Never mind these manual labour boys.
If it's the BBC, I've got that as well. I don't trust that as far as I can chuck it. Because BBC, they tend to put Joel Pirro at left back.
So they've got, the Leeds team, as we said it, well, with Solomon on the left there thinking and Nonto on the right. I don't know where it's from, really. He's just screenshot of me. So it looks like Stoke are also in a 4-2-3-1. Lewis Baker in the 10. So they've got Johansson in goal, Tashama right back, Nat Phillips and Ben Wilmot. Wilson left back. Vout. All right there. Voutberger and Ben Pearson, walking red card. Ben Pearson in the middle. Man of many talents on the right. Lewis Baker. It's one of them, isn't it? Lewis Baker in the 10. Bay. That doesn't mean Mrs. Rambo. Bay on the left wing. And Al Hamadi. Al Hamadi up top. I'll tell you what. That is some side from Stoke City. Pardon? There's no need for that, is there? I know. Wowzers. Okay.
Gerard Berger in the middle.
It's not. It's Voutberger, isn't it?
No, it's Patrick's his brother, isn't it?
No. His uncle. He's got an Uncle Cheese. I know that.
I was going to say, we'll not get invited back. Right.
I have to get invited back.
I went with Gerard for Dave because he's one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Afternoon, lads. What will be, says Victor Meldrew. I don't believe it. Why? Delilah, says Joe. Do we know why he's saying that, lads?
I don't know. It's Tom Jones.
Poor knowledge. He's saying that because it's a famous Stoke City song. They sing it almost every game.
From that thing I did on Dropping, when I went on 5 Live.
Dropping.
Yeah, we had to do who had the best song out of Stoke and Sheffield.
Oh, yeah, we've been on 5 Live, haven't we, Dave?
And we won.
Nice.
Thanks for your input, lads.
Wait, let me just check that this is still working as well. Because if this isn't working, we're in big trouble. Yes, we're good. Timer's on. Timer's good.
Mark Robbins. He's a factor.
Yeah, I tell you what, Stoke win today, secure survival. Hopefully, I haven't in the table, so that might not be the case. And then they're on the beach for the next game, whoever that's against. So fingers crossed that is the case.
Yeah, they're safe after today.
Are they really?
They're on 50. Luton are on 43.
Oh, so a win today, get some safety.
So 7 points clear with
2 to get 2. A win today secures Stoke survival, and then we play them on Friday night. We play them first, by the way, before Burnley and Leeds play. So if we get a result at Turf Moor today, then we can go back into second place before Burnley play. Can. A lot of things have to happen for that to happen. Brett says, it ain't over till it's over, Jimmy. Told the missus she can't sing today. Wow. Imagine being late to a stream. You need to stop taking tips. We weren't late. Evening, lads. So, evening, Matt. Oh, they're coming out onto the pitch now. Come on, Stoke. Do us Burnley fans a favour. Up the claret, says Bell. I'll be there at the turf. Man of many talents. Boo, says Raw Toast. Come on, guys. Man Mountain and Dave the Nose. You look nervous, lads.
Not for this one. No point, is there?
Afternoon 3MB and the Ramblers, 10th day and last few games. As long as we give it our all, I'm happy with the season. Looking back from the start of the season to now, it's been an incredible journey. Well said, Si. Well said. From me to you, Chuckle Brothers at work. Well said, Ray. Well said, mate. Liam says, why is Man Mountain wearing a Blackburn hoodie? It's not a Blackburn hoodie. It's a Vinny Souza hoodie. I was going to say exclusively available on Amazon, but it's been pulled, hasn't it, I think, mate? So look out for other things in the merch line. There'll be another run. Man Mountain and Dave the Nose shifting about in the background like burglars. Yeah. Could be going up today, Jimmy, says Nipper. What are your thoughts on the playoffs? I'm not sure how you'll do, Nip. I'm not sure how you'll do. So come back to me when it's all confirmed, because it ain't yet. Kevin says Solomon always plays left, Nonto on the right. Well, there you go. Thank you for letting me know. Lads, great to see you all for the watch along. Come on, Stoke, says Fran. Rob says 1-0 Stoke and 1-0 Blades. Let's go. I hope you're right, pal. That'd be unbelievable. Just Joe Leeds stream has just had a community prayer on stream. Never mind. No, we're not doing that. Evening, lads. Just got here and it's tipping it down. Can just about see Dave. All right. Nice. Yeah, there you go. I think it's blurry, to be honest. I set my camera up so that it blurs the background, and it's just an added benefit that it now blurs these two lads out. So there you go.
Okay.
Not have him looking too good on camera.
No, we can't. We've got to be fair to everybody else, haven't we?
Surprised you can see me. Jim's head in the way.
Unbelievable. It's foreground, background. It's how far away is he? It's Father Ted thing, isn't it? It's not a big head. I'm just closer. All right.
It's a funny angle.
How small are those cows? Small, far away. Right. Leeds getting in a huddle to pretend that, they're American or something. Nothing to be nervous about. I know. I like it when we do it. It's genuine. It's genuine. Nothing to be nervous about now. Just I've got to go. Nothing to lose. Looks like playoffs anyway. Just have a go, United.
Exactly right.
Joe says, don't care about Leeds anymore. Let them go up. I have to wear a Leeds shirt if they go up above us. Is this Ramble the first? The three of you all in the same room? Where's the beers? Their beers in hand. In fact, you can get some beers, lads, if you want some beers. We've sort of rushed together, haven't we, and come in here. But it's a long stream anyway. Man Mountain's already been to the toilet about 8 times today, so we're pacing ourselves, I think. There will be some beers throughout the afternoon.
Yeah, you want to get that looked at? I know, yeah. Thanks for that.
It's his age.
Outed prostate issues.
It's his age.
That's $1 million.
Well, Dave has offered.
He's done more than offered.
Afternoon, chaps. Up Newcastle don't come in for Cooper after their sad news. What's happened with Newcastle? Have a look, lads. Have a look. See what's going on. Dave, who's already sent some support to the Ramble. Thank you, David Morwood. Afternoon 3MB in the same room. Brilliant. Let's hope for a good afternoon. And nice call out for Dougal. Absolutely right. Small, far away. Text says Phoenix Knights. How far away are they? No. I'm pointing to a coach. Load of footy supporters. They were Bolton fans, I think. Weren't they? Oh, Ian, I'm so sorry. We were really slow there. Right, here we go. Hang on.
Oh, I love a death pun, don't you? No, pun about.
I love a death pun.
Being sarcastic.
That's sarcasm.
I hope so.
It's your middle name.
Proper limbs in the studio when we score today.
Good old cuddle.
We will. No sweets in the big Tesco's. I can't find it. Disgrace. They don't let kids in their cop, I don't think, Jamie. So you got to be careful taking bags of sweets in. John Shaw says, just come here to say, once we beat these, I'm sending you good vibes to beat Burnley. Marching on together up the Ramble. Thank you, John, I think. Thank you. Come on, you Stoke, says Bell Differs. Too many jokes. Too many jokes. We're off anyway, as you know, because we've got a timer, lads. We've got a timer on screen with our professional outfit. So we're off, and it's Leeds that give the ball away. Caldalo nearly falls over, rolling the ball out. Lee says, been a good season from the position we started. Just soured at the end by dropping from a strong position in a poor 7 days. If it's the playoffs, so be it, but it's not over yet. Up the Blades. Well said, Lee. The man who, I think, misses the playoff final. Because I think his son's getting married the same day. Or certainly, I know. I know. Afternoon, fellas. Great to see you all together, says Nige. No interesting results today, to be honest, except the playoffs through autos away after the Oxford loss. But need a good run now for the playoffs. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, up behind the Ramble. Like and subscribe. Thank you, mate.
It's still alive. It's still slightly alive.
Come alive.
You've got to believe it. You've got to be in it to win it. All those slogans.
Long throw intercepted by Stoke. Lewis Baker, I think, crowded out. Nicked. Yeah, they've got a good high press on the Leeds, to be fair to them. They recover it, goes back. Bogle now high up on the right, as per. Nice little ball inside, just didn't work. They've collected it again. Can let that go, pal. Okay, then.
3D.
Oh, poor.
Is that?
Yeah, it's a Stoke free kick.
Berger had a good season then for these.
Yeah, he's not done bad, to be fair. I hadn't seen enough of him to say that consistently, but they rate him as one of the better players. Vinny's Insta story got me up for it even more. There's no reason for them not to be at the races today. All the pressure's on Burnley. Play freely and we have a very good chance. I think so too. I think so too. I think there's a strong chance we win at Burnley and don't get promoted automatically. That's my headspace at the minute. Lee says, no, Jim, back for the playoff final if we have to go that way. Miss Blackburn at home for the wedding. Right, okay, mate. Okay. And the playoff semis as we're in Crete.
Is he there on Sunday? Is he there for the...
Are
you there, Lee, on the bash?
The bash?
The big bash.
Yeah, I think he is actually. I can't remember. I know we've discussed it, but I can't remember what we said.
Aaron to go into that because he looked at me gone out and I asked him.
He won't know any of the players are, will he?
I know, but it's a good chance to learn, isn't it? Be a good day. Are they opening the whole ground or just?
No, they were shutting
cop.
The cop, I think. Jamie says, need them two to have their own mics. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. We'll try and sort it out next time. You should have invited Connor over, Jimmy, as well. He's doing his own stream, I think, pal.
You can sit back here a bit, Jim.
So, sit back where?
Pull the mic a bit closer.
Move.
Soft and gentle, that's you.
Look at that mouse as well. It's like a Star Trek one.
Yeah, it's got more buttons than.
That's why I can't work it. Sacked Asda off, says Nige. Not happy. Had no thin bases left for the next meat feast pizzas, so I had to settle for a pepperoni.
Good to know.
Wow.
Well,
Wow.
have we dropped off that much already, Nige? Unbelievable. Smash the like, says Nige. Yeah, and if you want any more pizza updates, you know where to find it. Right here on Behind the Ramble.
I'll tell you what, Asda, they've ruined it. Haven't
They have. I blame Asda if we don't get promoted.
Day when you can't get your pizza.
I'm at the Bash, but straight to Luton Airport after that. That was it. You were rushing off from the Bash. What are you doing here? Don't pull my TV off the wall. Whoa! What are you doing? No, it's fine, mate. It's fine. Just I know. Just pull my TV off the wall.
It's not a big bracket.
I know. I'd like it to stay there and all.
wanted to watch the game.
I'm looking at you three and thinking it's the good, the bad, and the oh my goodness me.
Yeah, let's be fair. It's not aiming ugly, is it?
Stream's gone already. It will do if Stoke concede here. Right, they've just managed to scramble it away. High press from Leeds, but Stoke did well in their own area.
Come on.
Somebody tell Stoke lads they can confirm survival today. Nonto on edge at box now, squeezes it in. Goal. Joel Peru.
I'll tell you what, Stoke looked fragile, don't they?
That was poor.
Jesus Christ.
Didn't take long, did it? And how easy was that, by the way? That was dreadful from Stoke. Defending, they had 2 or 3 chances to close players down. The ball into Solomon. It just seems to. It's like kids defending that. Shocking. Easiest finish you'll see. Look here. Can clear it.
That's where.
Can clear it here.
Yeah.
Loses it. Clear it there. Loses it. Clear it there. Loses it. 3 goes at it.
Who's left in?
So easy. 3 chances to clear that ball, Stoke had. People falling over, miss kicking. Shambles. Honestly, that is rancid. Can't believe how bad that is. It's unforgivable, that.
Yeah, it's dreadful.
Oh my God.
All right, Peru praying to his God. Beautiful.
Oh dearie me. Get them Legos out, says Scott.
Took 6 minutes.
I nearly brought one actually. I've got a McLaren set to build. I thought we could have done that.
I've got, honestly, there's a set up there if you want to build Bramall Lane like this.
Yeah.
Is it Thomas the Tank?
Nige says it's all Asda's fault. I completely agree.
I know it's Formula 1.
Found sweet in confectionery area. Sweet's proper adult name. Okay.
Bounce.
And that's that, lad, says Victor Meldrew. Wow.
He's right.
He's right, but he's not getting invited to any parties soon, is he? In Old Mark.
They defend like that, mate. It's gonna be...
Oh, like that, you mean? Robbed by Bogle. Into the box again. It's 2-0.
Oh dear, Stoke.
Oh, my
Did
God.
Stoke get deducted points for shocking defensive work?
Oh, my God. Not even eight minutes gone, and it's 2-0 to Leeds. That were awful. Was that Jayden Bogle that robbed him as well? I'm not going to hear about that much, am I?
No. It's all right. Give it 6 months.
Yeah.
Right, lads. I'll catch you later.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in.
You want to get home and get settled?
Does anyone know if Asda are still selling meat feast pizzas?
Oh, dearie me.
What has he done there? What has Johansson done for the...
It is. It's Bogle's high press.
Yeah.
He's passed...
Good play, isn't it, though?
Yeah, it's good. It's good play.
Oh, dear.
Look at the finish. He has literally just passed it straight under Johansson. Yeah. Look at that.
That's poor, yeah, it's poor keeping.
Look at that. He's not even hit the ball. He's passed it in underneath him.
Mountain's fault. He jinxed it by messing with the TV, says Tex.
Yeah, you're happy. Yeah.
There's a cert to happen. We need to concentrate on Burnley. It's our last chance. Oh, God. Watching you on phone, watching Plymouth on TV, says David. Nice one, pal. Nige says, don't know if Jimmy's angry because of the score or about Mr. Mountain pulling the TV off the wall. In fact, you can. Go pull it off if you want, mate. Jamie Dumpling says, well done, Leeds. See you in 2 years. Oh, my word. What are Stoke doing? Awful.
Monkey tennis at the back.
How's Johansson playing?
Is he playing based on that?
That is shocking, that.
Wish we could. I assume you mean play like Leeds, says right. Oh, let's not go overboard. They knew what they were playing for, and they went and got it. Unfortunately, says Si. Oh my God, says Sarah. Every time I switch a Leeds game on, it's bad, isn't it? I might just turn around in the car and head back home, says Jord. "3-2 Stoke, anyone?" says Joe.
No.
I won't hold your breath.
And that's the difference this season. We've not been clinical and aggressive, says Nige. And I thought Stoke and Robbins would have done something. You have to laugh, says Alessandro.
Do you know we're on ITV later?
Oh, are we?
Not even on Sky, are we?
We are on Sky.
And ITV?
Yeah, must be both, yeah.
Is it?
Mm. It's on. It's on.
I mean, we don't have to listen to Don Goodman.
Who's better, Don Goodman or Lee Hendry?
Yeah, look, we're on here.
And then you've got Andy Hinchcliffe as well, haven't you? When any of them can commentate.
He loves United.
Leeds will get 6 here, says Victor Meldrew.
You can see it.
Johansson just wanted to the ball.
Lee says could be a short stream. Can we change the game if Marsh is playing for Fleetwood? Is Marsh play? I don't know. 5-0 Leeds, says Nick Cook. Oh my goodness. Dell, Rodney, and Mickey Pearce, says JD.
Hey, Mickey Pearce. Oh yeah. Who's the one that never
again?
Oh, they've lost it again.
What's he doing, Bo?
Bogle's had about 8 loose touches and kept the ball. That's good. Who was it? Monkey Harris, wasn't it?
Yeah, Monkey Harris. Yeah.
Monkey Harris. He was an invisible character. You know, there's like soaps that
Yeah.
people you never see.
Yeah.
There were a couple of them, weren't they? Tony the Greek, I think, were one. There were a couple of them, I think. You only fools.
Tony the Greek.
I'm sure they were Tony the Greek. Imagine being able to score more than 1 goal a game. Unnecessary leads. Grow up. Absolutely right. You got your shirt yet, Jimmy, says Nick. Not yet, mate, but it will definitely be coming.
We need some more super chats next. We need to
Behave yourself. I'm not buying it, by the way.
You're not?
No, Connor's sending me it. Yeah. Because I'm sending it back as soon as I've worn it.
Personalised on the back,
no, he's putting Bogle on back, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't sent it back then, will you?
I'll send it back to him, not to me. Not to the shop, I mean. How bad are Stoke, says Riley.
Awful.
Good luck this evening, says Right. Thank you, mate. Millwall are beating Norwich, says Nige. I think Millwall have gone, to be honest. If Pirro scores again, he's top of the scoreboard for the boot, says Raw Toast. Beast Boy says, Man Mountain, Dave the Nose and Jimmy all in the same room. I used to pray for times like this. Here comes Stoke. Can you hear the lads any better now? Let me know as well. West Brom are losing 1-0. Yeah, because they might be able to swear if you can't. On the plus side, Pigs are losing.
Couldn't care less.
The wheels have fell off there, aren't they?
Yeah. No, he's gone in. He's definitely going in.
Lee says it's a very low bar with those two commentators. He means the lads you were mentioning on Sky, by the way. Goodman and Hinchcliffe. Might stick the snooker on, says Joe. We might, to be honest. Watch along for snooker, anybody? Pigs are so bad.
Did you ever hear Murray Walker comment when he did that thing on Jeremy Clarkson's show, commentating on the snooker? No? Oh, brilliant. Yeah, brilliant.
Ah, yes, you're right, Nige. Burnley have got to play Millwall. That's right. Dave and Mountain are very quiet.
Oh, soaking up the atmosphere.
Absolutely right. I need to sort my bingo card out for the game.
I need to get on that.
I ain't done it for this game. I'm definitely doing it for next game. If we sell enough tickets, it's going to be a private game just for Ramblers for the Burnley game. I'm going to buy mine now, actually. No else to do, have we? Other than watch Leeds put the ball in the onion bag. Becomes a fantasy anymore than
disappointed with Johansson, considering what he's meant to be.
Absolutely right, mate.
That second one.
Yeah, it should say. I mean, it shouldn't get that far, but
he is literally just.
Yeah.
It's the speed of passing to someone's feet.
Only good thing Stoke have got going is that kit.
Right,
Do you like it when you can't see the
Black
sponsor?
belt, yeah.
Do you like it?
I'm in the game.
Yeah, I do.
I'm sure the sponsor's delighted because no one can actually see the sponsor on the shirt, can they?
Oh, the Stoke one.
Yeah. I know we'll put a dark sponsor on a dark t-shirt.
Could have done without an our kit.
Oh no, the kids love the Maneki. Ronnie loves a bit of Maneki.
Does he?
He does. He likes a cat. Save that pun for
Oh
when he's
dear.
older.
Jaden Bogle even defended that cross.
There we go. Willie trapped down in the corner.
All Leeds this. All Leeds.
Yeah, long afternoon.
Bloke in blue looks forced to be there.
Yeah, thank you, Bradley. I do feel slightly forced at the moment.
Forced to drive.
I think
an hour and 3
I think this was your idea, weren't it? Wouldn't know it looking at his face. Scott says Mill versus Burnley is a big game if we get the win tonight. I think it's at Burnley, isn't it? I think
we just need to worry about doing what we need to do.
Yeah, we do.
We've got to win the game and end the story, and then after that we'll discuss whether it's been worth it or not.
Raw Toast can hear you, albeit quiet. What do you think to the pedestrianisation of Norwich City Centre? Good access to Dixon's.
Can I shock you?
I like Stoke. Oh, and it's the dispossessed in the Leeds area, and Leeds come away with the ball. Ethan Ampadu doing decent. That's that's naughty. That's naughty. It was definitely. I think it's a red. No, it's going to be a yellow, but it should be a red.
Solid yellow, that.
It is. Do.
There you go. That's all we wanted. Looks injured.
So Ampadu did really well there, to be honest. I know I've given him some stick this season, but he's strong. He comes away with the ball. He just loses it in the final throws and don't need to.
Mad.
Yeah, he's out of control.
Lunging.
He could really hurt him.
I've been to funerals more lively than this stream. Well, peace be with you, or whatever it is. Since Wilder said we ended their season and Roll said they would see us in the playoffs, I think they've picked up 2 points, says Ian. They've been shocking, haven't they, to be honest? Baker with the free kick. It's deep. It's too short. It's deep. It were deep in terms of it wasn't. Yeah, forget it. I nearly swore. Most overrated meal? Mine has to be a Sunday dinner. Oh, it's controversial, that.
He's wrong. A good Sunday dinner's elite. It is.
No, I agree. No, I'm on about most overrated meal. Chinese, maybe.
It's very personal.
It is, yeah.
Some people have Chinese as number one.
I know, yeah. That's. I think this is probably the most subjective question you can ask, to be fair.
Good discussion there.
Can I hear you? David says it's louder than Bramall Lane. Hey, shout out to Lee Winter, who's trying his best to get the atmosphere improved. We're going to be talking about that a little bit more on Rambles to come. Yeah. Rye says, I have a feeling you win this evening, Jim. Don't know why, I can just feel it. Scott says, Brad, thanks for subscribing, but you don't have to stay. Match bingo, let's go, says Mark. Yeah, we'll be getting onto that, mate. I'll probably talk about it a little bit more at half time. Got you boys on one screen and Leeds on the other. Here come Leeds again with Bogle down right-hand side. It's a lovely ball inside to Nonto. Way too easy.
Every time Leeds forward players get the ball, there seems to be about a metre or two in front of them every single time.
I tell you what. 3. Yeah, Hansen.
Pyro.
He's picked the day to forget how to be a goalkeeper, hasn't
Hey, like the defending, it is Keystone Cops absolute pony. Can't believe how poor they are at the back.
They need this for the goal difference, though, don't they? So I can understand why they're so keen on getting so many goals.
Jim, all 3 of Peru's goals here. Now, again, you've got to be there to take him. Fair play. He's took all 3 inside 20 minutes, which you can't argue. My lad would finish all 3 of these.
My missus would finish all 3 of them.
It is that easy at the minute. Just crazy easy.
So Stoke are like at least a yard off their men every single time. There's no press from Stoke. They just keep tucking little balls in behind.
Movement's good, though.
Nonto has a wayward shot.
Why has your Hansen parried this?
Why has he been allowed to make the shot?
Oh, I think it's deflected away from Johansson, isn't it?
Oh, skipping though, isn't it? It's another one where they'll look at that.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Johansson. It's a tricky one, but
Is it?
I think it's good.
I think it's good from
There's no
Peru.
power on these shots.
No, there ain't power on him, but he's in right place at right time. Into, I'd like Tom Cannon to be doing it for us, if I'm honest.
Johansson had a tenner on a Peru hat trick.
Possibly. Hans Seger's in net.
Here we go again.
He's got his bingo card ready.
He's top scorer now, Joel Peru. It don't really
Says
pause.
a lot about Norwich, that though, doesn't it? Second and third top scorers, and then nowhere near top.
Breaking news from Joe at Turfcast. No matter what happens at Turf Moor this evening, I think it's safe to say Leeds will be playing Premier League football next season. Breaking news, breaking news. Thank you, Joe. What will we do?
Still 70 minutes to go.
Come on, mate.
Anything could happen.
Come on.
Literally anything could happen here.
Oh, the refreshments are okay, just not just at half time. Muppet Wilder, says Dave. There's no need to be throwing shots when you're 3-0 up. Jim says, jumped on quick. Jimmy, love your channel. Hoping you come up with us. Hate the Wendy's. Thank you, mate. So do we. Ricky says, oh dear, we need to do something like that, man. Like that, a man can dream. Lee says, 5 bingo cards bought, Jim. Do you get an update of how many have been bought, or do you know how many short? Oh, in fact, I'll message you at half time, see if we know. It's £2 for a card, but if you buy, you can buy 5 for £8. So I've just bought 10, to be fair. The greatest transfer window in the club's history, going as well as Wilder said. Bogle, Lowe, Ampadu, Ramsdale. Thank you, Ryan, for gifting a Behind the Ramble membership. Very much appreciated. Meal rating stream right now. Well, actually, you say that. We've just done that scran rating, haven't we? We've been to Hickory's prior to the game. Highlight of the day so far, it must be said. I give it an 8, and these two lads gave it a 9. So there you go, Jamie Dumpling. None of your Weatherspoon stuff around here. Jim just used the game as a chance to scout that man of many talents. Doesn't sound great so far. It's not great, mate. It's not great. Oh, he's here. He's here. He's away, and it's a loose touch. Looks like a left-footed on the right to me. So we'll definitely be interested in him. Nige says, most overrated meal, anything our last cooks. You are brave in the chat here today, people. Been together 5 years and only cooked for me 3 times. Well, it's probably because that's how you've rated the meals, to be honest, mate. Ian says, thank you, Ryan. Ian the gatekeeper has picked up a Behind the Ramble membership. Love that. Love that. LA Blades says,
latest, Jim. Cardiff 0, Oxford 0, Hull 0, Preston 0, Luton 0, Bristol 0, Millwall 1, Norwich 0, Plymouth 0, Coventry 0, Portsmouth 0, Watford 0, QPR 0, Swansea 0, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Middlesbrough 1,
love that, Borough.
Sunderland 0, Blackburn 0, and West Brom 0. Derby 1, fighting for their lives at the bottom. So we've got the right game on anyway.
Interesting.
If you like shambolic defending. This is like a Nick Hancock video. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Well,
showing our age.
I know, yeah.
most overrated meal, salad, says Lee.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I do. Yeah, he's right.
Salad. I like a salad. Yeah, me too.
Didn't look like you did today, mate, when you were wolfing that. What were it? What did you have?
Same as you.
Carnivore skewer.
Carnivore skewer, yeah. Looked like a foot long of meat. A length of meat. A length of meat for the Man Mountain. Good luck in the playoffs, lads. Wilder's still a muppet. Thanks, Dave. Stoke will do us 1-0 on Friday, says Victor Meldrew. Unbelievable, Mark. Yeah, unbelievable, pal. Mitch says, come on, big second half for Stoke. Big second half for Stoke. Here come Leeds again. Jaden Bogle, rubbish. He's rubbish him. Gets robbed. Oh. They are really bad. Should Victor have collected? If he's going to parry it, it needs to go further away than it did. It just drops to the foot. It's good movement from Pirot. It's just everything just falls against.
He'll be gutted with 2 or 3 of them, maybe all of them.
First one, I don't blame him for.
We've had a request.
What's one? Smile.
Hang on, don't do it for free.
Only if you've liked the street. I'll tell you what, if we could.
To my agent.
Yeah, don't be giving it away.
So I'll sell him.
It's normally £10 a month for that kind.
I'll sell him. We're on 1414 in terms of subs to this channel, Behind the Ramble. If we can get up to 1450, then I will give you all a wink from Man Mountain. Wink.
He'll get right up and close to the camera.
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will. Bogle again puts it across.
Oh,
4.
4-0.
4.
Be 5 at half time, let alone.
It better not be more than 5. I've only got 5 on my thing. I don't go any higher than 5 on my scores.
Does it?
No, I don't. I might have to start making some in Canva now while we're talking.
Guys, zoom in straight on the boat with no teeth.
Leeds fans represent.
Don't show Keith your teeth. Deary gosh. State of this.
I've been saying Nat Phillips, and it's Ash Phillips, isn't it? It's Ash Phillips on loan from Tottenham that were at Plymouth.
Nat's from Liverpool, isn't
Yeah, but he's on loan at Derby, I want to say.
They defend it.
Look at this. They're all. Look how deep he is. Look how deep 26 is there. Playing them all on.
Nice little nutmeg. I think the
Junior
idea,
Firpo, by the way.
the idea of when there's 2 men in the box standing close to him, it's overrated.
Yeah. Can you call that a finish?
Bogle again.
It's a shinny, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just ricochet. Yeah.
It's an absolute shinny.
John's brother, Rick.
Jimmy, if I could send you 2 of these goals for tonight, I would. Thank you. Oh, well, did I miss some of that?
Just a really, really bad joke.
All right, that's okay. I can do them myself.
Yeah.
Nige says, how the hell did Cannon score 10 in this team? There you go. Yeah, it's a feather in Cannon's cap, that, innit? Pirro or Campbell in the combined 11? Campbell every day of the week, Ollie. Dave, we have a reputation to maintain.
We have, but we're also not deluded.
Good luck tonight, Jim. Marching on together, says Ian. Thank you, mate. I'd love Sargent at the lane. Cracking striker, especially with the service at Norwich. But unless we lose a few strikers, I can't see it.
Give the ball away again. Bogle with another nutmeg.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God. Aronson now. 4-0. It's not even half an hour.
The press.
Wout Berger, the only decent player in the Stoke side.
Come on. Come on.
He's the king, isn't he?
Oh,
Nonto's too good for this level, says Alessandro. It don't matter, does it? Because it don't look like he'll be playing at this level for much longer.
I think Darlow's trying to have a rook with Al Amadi.
Lee says, tell you what, that Leeds right back goes all right. What's his name, Jim Bob? He's playing very, very well today, I have to say.
Give it 6 months, Lee.
Yep, give it 6 months, pal. 4-3 to Stoke, says Bell. Bell, you're way behind.
Yeah.
Way behind.
You're way behind.
Yeah, I'm not that. I'm 6 minutes away. Hickory's in Horbury, says Raw Toast. Yes, Hickory's in Horbury. That's where we've been this morning. See the Stoke keeper let you down, pal. Oh, unbelievable, mate. Unbelievable. Supposed to be decent, Victor Johansson. He's picking up enough money to do a good job. Be tasty if Millwall need a win against Burnley. It certainly will, Ab. Let's hope so.
Jesus. Johansson's just booted it out of play. He's having an absolute stinker.
Well, yeah, your keeper's never going to be that confident. 4-0 down at half an hour.
I'll just kick it straight up then, Dave.
Yeah,
don't just boot it straight out of the side.
But his head's gone, hasn't
I
it?
hope we're scrapping in stands here at Ramble HQ. Should I be booking my flight back for Wembley? We haven't got through semi-finals yet, pal. So I would hold on that just now. Ricky says, I hate that I can see them play and you can see the team chemistry. Everything with us seems forced. I'm not bothered about the result today. We need to perform and remind the league why we are the 3rd best team in the league.
I'm 100% bothered about the result.
So, yeah, same. We need... It's a season-defining game.
Yeah.
Our regular season's over if we don't win it.
If we don't win today, then I'm bothered about the performances in the last 2 games setting us up for the playoffs. But today, it's just...
We've got to treat it as a free hit.
Yeah.
And that's that. And I know people don't like that term.
I don't like that.
You don't like free hit, do you, Jim? But
There's no such thing as a free hit.
well, the thing is, if we don't win, then the season's done.
You're on about resting City and a few others, aren't you?
If we don't win today, then I suggest
I-
we do, because I think a rested City always comes back a lot better than the
Yeah,
guy
you've got
who's
to
played.
manage the minutes of it, haven't we? Although
I'm up for managing the minutes. I don't think we put Billy Blacker in or out like that.
well, this is the trouble, isn't it? We went out and we probably strengthened in the wrong area. We've got a right back that's not been able to play, and
Offside. Stoke get a breather for
What's the
once.
status on Gilchrist right now? What's this? Does anyone know anything what he's doing?
not fancied, I think.
At least he might make a match day squad now. Harry Clark's unavailable.
Well, there's something wrong in it for him to end. I know he grew a great answer at right back the other night. But
He was very good.
To have him playing there when you've got other right backs in the squad.
Expected goals. Leeds 1.8
What? I hate that stat.
and Stoke 0.
I hate that stat.
Not even a 0.2.
How
Nil.
do you determine that? I'd expect. I mean, at what point did it?
Oh, he's got his hat on.
I'm just going to comment on Connor's stream.
Okay. Couldn't be any happier. The
Love
boy.
you, Connor. Is that what you've put?
Yep, just that, mate. Just that.
Better.
We're just
Oh,
better.
yeah. Do you know what though? There's nothing wrong with saying that.
No, they are better.
It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Dave. I know, but I've had messages from Connor all morning. I've had messages from Turfcast all morning. I can't even go back at them without because
Gotta wait for our games to unfold.
Yeah.
Brad says, found you through Connor's channel and will a bit, Jimbo. You've added so much to Connor's channel this year. Thank you, mate. You have me in tears, mate. Leeds have got me in tears at the minute as well, pal, I'll be honest. Quality when I see you on it. Awesome personality, mate. Thank you. That's a very nice thing to say. Top man, mate. Yeah, I appreciate that. Nick says 4-0. Yeah. Lee says there'll be an OnlyFans for Man Mountain soon. Hashtag housewife's favourite.
Thank you, Lane. Very kind.
Pretend you hate that now.
Yeah, I know.
It's not my favourite.
After saying please call me. Cooler King says the Man Mountain has a Jurgen Klopp vibe going on today. Smile. There you go. There you go.
Jurgen's turkey teeth, that's for sure.
Imagine if we'd have run the risk and just kept Bogle, says Alessandro. Any comments on this, boys?
Imagine if we'd
Run the risk and kept Bogle.
run the risk of him down in tools because he don't want to play for us, leave him for nothing. I think there's a lot of player power. Obviously, from a club's perspective, we've already discussed this, haven't we? That we don't want to let players go for nothing, especially saleable assets. So if the player says he wants to go, and I think that's become evident that he did, there's not much we can do with it.
I agree. When a player don't want to play for you, I think you've got to cut ties. Bogle is unreal, says Brad. He's played very well today. I don't think the rhetoric has changed. Just showing replays at goals. Pirro's hat-trick. Yeah, I don't think the rhetoric has changed on Bogle. He's very good in a team that goes forward, and 90% of the season, that's 95. That's all Leeds have done. Go forward. He's very, very good going forward. As an attacking right back, you're not going to find better at this level. He's susceptible going backwards. This is why Dave's saying, come back in 6 months and tell us how good you think he is. And he might have improved. And, you know, he did well for us. But
if Leeds want him in the Premier League, for him to function, they can't play him in a 4. They'd have to play him in a 5.
that's what we found, weren't it?
Or right up a 4 across midfield. Because positionally he was all over the show. But saying that, Jim, in the same breath, look at who else was all over the place last season. Vinny Souza, all over the show.
It's levels, mate. It's levels.
Yeah, I know. And, you know, they'll, like say, when you get to the Premier League, you realise that 1v1 against the winners in the Premier League, which is different gear, it's going to be difficult. I'd have been intrigued to see how he gets on in training with James and Solomon and when they start going at him, because I think they're obviously two of the best wingers, if not the best wingers in the league. How he deals with him in training, maybe we might have helped him being against decent wingers, because we haven't had a decent winger for years, have we? United? Not really. Unless I'm going to get shot down for that. I can't think of one. Can you, Jim?
No. Decent winger that we've had in recent times. No.
Can't.
No. Graham said, oh my God. Straight across the, I say across 6-yard box. It were about 3 yards out, played right along. No Stoke defender picks it up. Johansson's glued to his line. Nonto just rolls it across. And here come Leeds again. No, they can't.
The thing is, Leeds are playing well because they're passing to feet, and there's just no pressure on the men with the ball. Yeah. So when the ball is received at feet, they've always got a metre or two around them to do whatever they want. The 1-2s are coming off for them. It's good football, but they're being very much allowed to do that.
Yeah. And then they're doing to Stoke without the ball what Stoke should be doing to them.
Strangling them, yeah.
Yeah.
Stoke have got to get someone to put their foot on the ball and look after it.
Standing up.
Oh, what a lovely pass that is. Corner to Leeds. We need a Cov performance against Burnley up the blade, says Graham. We certainly do. I think it's going to be double digits, says Nick. It's not going to be far off if it carries on. It won't carry on at this pace because it never does. But
I would not bet against 6 or 7 here. No way.
I'm going to have to get back on Canva, aren't I? And get some numbers for scoreboard. What have got? Oh, people don't score more than 5. Apart from Leeds this season.
It could be 5 in this first half here.
Nope.
Stoke missed the header.
Nonto parried away again. A shot from Firpo blocked. Oh my God. Solomon whips it in right-footed. Johansson catches it. Yay! Woo, 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 woo. Unbelievable. Let's win the playoffs for Baldock. Do it for him. Oh, don't. Maury says, what's happening, 3MB? Up the Blades and Up the Ramble just landed in Burnley. Top man Maury was doing our ramble on the road for us today. Changed my mind, says Vic. He says they'll get 8. Brilliant. Ian says, do you think it was a bad idea to let Bogle go? Next question, please, Ian. Jack says, United should take a page out of Leeds' book on how to attack and score goals. Easier said than done, I think, Jack, to be honest. I think obviously we'd all want to be 4-0 up inside half an hour. Starting to think I've lost my bet now. Yeah, I think you might have done, Mitch. Kyle says, Bogley's shocking, Jimmy. He would never get in the Blades team. I deserve this. I deserve this. It's fair. Pompey are beating Watford. Well, Watford deserved that. He's all right at this level, is Bogle. I'm going to skip over the Bogle comments, I think, now. Connor is all over the place saying, love to see Jim Bob's face. Well, he can do. He can jump in my stream if he wants. Him and his bucket hat. Look at him. Look at him. He looks like an idiot.
He's actually dancing.
He needs a shirt that fits him for a start. Look at that. He's sprayed on. I don't know. He's singing. I think that's what it is. AJR says that's a lucky finish, but we'll take it. 841 people in here. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Leeds fans. Oh, God. I know. Beat Burnley, Jim. I hope so, mate. Rest in peace, Jim Bob, says Tom. A little bit of a morbid thing to say to someone. Sorry, Jim, I misspelled the word wink. I'm moving on quickly from that, James. Colby Bishop just scored again for Pompey, says LA Blades. We spoke about this on 3MB. I think the lads think we should be aiming a little bit higher. It's another Tom Cannon type signing.
How old is he?
I don't know, you know.
I think he's young.
Na 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 na. Colby Bishop is 28.
Is he really?
Yep.
Well, that answers the question.
Knowledge from the mountain. Derby 2-0 up at West Brom. Unbelievable, that. Have we got to get you tailored for that Leeds top, Jim Bob? No, it's just a medium for me, mate, please. Just a medium, obvs. No, yeah. Lads, there's no need for those eyes in the background, is there?
Just a medium.
That was a joke, obviously. Said in context. Wow. My boy's just killing me.
I can't get it.
Dave, you're a medium, are you?
I'm not in that shirt.
Well, Connor's definitely not. So why he orders a small, I've no idea.
Medium boys.
Agree about Josh Sargent, cracking player, 15 goals this season for Norwich. Only issue is he has 3 years left on his contract and will cost a lot of money, 15 million plus.
Yeah, I do rate him at the level.
Norwich have no money though.
If we're staying in the Championship, he'd be a superb sign.
I agree with that.
But actually getting him, it's going to cost a lot of money, like you say.
Thing is, things could be very different next season, couldn't they? Do we still play one up top? Because if so, how many people are getting Ty Campbell out of the team? And it would be harsh to buy in a Josh Sargent to go in front of Ty Campbell. We've also spent 10 million on Tom Cannon. Jaden Bogle now on edge at box. And he's at the outside of the post. And Leeds have scored a 5th.
Yeah. 5-0.
And it's Pirro again. Who's going to win the Golden Boot in one game? Oh, forget it. I'm going on Canva. I'm logging on Canva.
So Vogel's had a touch. The ball's dropped him in the box. Had a touch. It's gone about 1 metre, 2 metres away from him, and he's still got it. They're just not competing, Stoke. They're not competing for the second balls at all. Literally nothing doing.
Unbelievable.
Put Connor on again. I want to see him dance.
Oh, Jesus.
Stick him on. Let's have a look at him. He's doing this. That is funny. Oh my gosh.
I've just sent him that.
Stay with him.
Offside.
If he flexes, that shirt will rip it off. Trying to big goal thief there, isn't he? He's trying to nick the goal. He didn't get it, Aronson. No, he didn't get a touch. There we go.
You better get on with that.
What did I say? 7 or 8?
I know, mate. I'm trying to crack on. Right, what do I go up to? That's the question.
Keep going, mate. Go for the whole lot.
We'll go to it. Should we go to 8? Surely it's not going to be higher than 8.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Might as well go for 9, aren't we? If we're going for.
If they defend like this, fair play to Leeds, but goodness me.
Brilliant.
Imagine going and watching.
It's when you've made, especially when you made the travel to go and watch them, and they do that too.
God, this thing's a Newcastle list, doesn't it? Cardiff 0, Oxford 0, Hull 0, Preston 1, Luton Town 0, Bristol City 0, Millwall 2, Norwich 0, Plymouth 2, Coventry 0, Portsmouth 1, Watford 0, QPR 0, Swansea 1, Sheffield Wednesday 0, Middlesbrough 1, Sunderland 0, Blackburn 1, West Brom 0, Derby 2.
Interesting.
There's a lot going on there.
Interesting.
It got exciting, didn't it? It's actually some goals.
We'll get an updated table at half time if we can.
Yeah, Coventry. That's.
So we're going. What do we need? We need.
Yeah, but Bristol are drawing, aren't they?
Coventry,
Oh my God.
They're in 6th at the minute, aren't they? So they would.
Have you got as it stands on there?
I'm well, signal wise, forget it.
Just forget it. Oh, yeah. So look. Vodafone is here. Football Championship as it stands.
This is ridiculous. I'm even having to do this.
So
You might need it for later on, Jim. So
Yeah, I might need it. Yeah, I need to.
Have you done it for home team?
Hang on.
Do it for away team?
I need to do it for away team for later, don't I? That's true.
as it stands, Jim, Middlesbrough have replaced Coventry in 6th.
Coventry out of the playoffs. Bristol City in 5th.
Bristol 65 on 68, Middlesbrough 66.
Oh my word.
Cov 66 with an inferior goal difference, 6-goal swing required.
This is what worries me: is if whoever nicks into that place on the last day of the season, they're going to be on a real high.
Did you steal that quote directly from me on 3MB or not?
Probably.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Wow.
I said that, didn't I? I said, who do you not want in the
I thought Dave said it originally.
Yeah, I thought you I did say, didn't I? It's that 6th place, nothing to lose team. They're dangerous, and I don't like the idea of Middlesbrough either.
No, I don't. You probably
Not
said
at
that as
all.
well.
Not at all. Also,
Right.
I said about West Brom, but they're
Yeah.
just dropping like a stone. 60 points now. They're sat in 10th all of a sudden. And Blackburn back in contention as well. 62.
Can't see it. I thought it'd be Cov or Middlesbrough.
But Millwall on 63. Very much in it.
Well, you know, when we win later on and then Millwall beat Burnley on Friday, they'll be right in the mix for the playoffs.
But to be fair, it's just Millwall have definitely got something to play for at the moment, haven't they? So that makes it a different proposition. Unlike Stoke, who clearly think that they're...
And they're a really horrible team to play, aren't they, Millwall?
Mate, Stoke are here for like a grease down and shiatsu.
Comfortably the best side in this division? Possibly.
Well, they probably are, but Stoke are really making them look good.
You are? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Gotta get rid of some of this frustration, Jim. It's like a little running machine there. A little stepper.
It's not mine, mate. Don't look like you was a running machine.
I'm saying nothing.
Yeah, well.
Scowl at me. Do I look like I eat veg? Do you hear that? Do you know what that's from?
It's me.
We were at the meal. He's left all his veg.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not eating that, it's lovely.
All right, lads. Can we stop fat shaming me when we've got 1,100 people here? Thanks.
No one's fat shaming you. You're fat shaming yourself. I look like I eat veg.
Fat shaming yourself by not having veg. Big boy. You do. No, big man.
Big man. Oh yeah, big man. Big man team.
We're in behind you, behind Dave. West Brom losing means they can't make the playoffs now, doesn't it? Don't know. Man Mountain's the man with the maths.
60 points. So they're not getting it there.
Luton looked down. Derby winning 2-0. Oh, great shot from Stoke. First shot, I think, probably. First real decent effort on goal.
Yeah. Who was it again, Jim?
It's Bay. Not Mrs. Ramble.
Bay what?
Watch.
Bay Jun-ho?
Bay Jun-ho. Wow, Jimbo, says FV. Absolutely right. Lee has asked if... Yeah, I got that, mate. Can't do it. We'll have a go for next one, though. Sorry, pal. If it's playoffs, we need to go into them in form. Resting players is very dangerous. Managing minutes is okay. Managing minutes, I don't mind. Yes, it is, yeah. Oh, my God.
Personally, I think Peck always looks better after he's had a rest. I think when he plays 3 games in quick succession,
I agree with that, but that's
a drop off.
you can manage minutes with that though, can't you? Bring him off on 60.
Managing minutes doesn't mean don't
Who are we
play
going to put
it,
in there
does it?
then? If we put Chowdhury in at right back, who are we going to sling in there?
Well, you move
No.
Chowdhury into centre midfield, don't you? And maybe play Alfie Gilchrist, who we brought in to go right back. Maybe. It's half time, by the way.
It's a good half from Leeds, that's to be said.
I don't think he'll play.
Good half.
Stoke have
I can't go higher than 5 has made my weekend, says right.
Fair.
I'm going to have to speed through some of these. I didn't realise I was 20 minutes behind. Still want you boys in the Prem, says FV. Right, just one says it's 2025. Profess your love for Connor L. Jim Bob TQ. Okay. Sunderland 0, Blackburn. I didn't get it. L Jim, is it? I know what it is. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, mate. But I was wondering if I read it right. If it was, you're unbelievable. All this about Sunderland. I thought it was swearing that are getting me demonetised. All this about Sunderland having time to get the right mindset. They're losing. The thing is, I'd mute myself if I had to mute him, so I can't do anything about it. They're losing 1-0 to Blackburn and haven't won in 3. Yeah, Sunderland are on a poor run of form. I still think playoffs is a lottery. Who scored? Dolan, a player that Jimmy likes. I don't think he's brilliant, to be honest. I don't think he gets in front of Callum O'Hare. He was just one of my worst case scenario players. Sheffield United FTV says Jack Robinson, ole ole. Lee says the money we got for Bogle allowed us to bring in O'Hare and Campbell by paying their wages. Great sale. Well said, Lee. Well said. I'll stick with that one. Hi, Jimmy. I think this is the writing on the wall. Sorry, mate, says Martin. Martin, are you a Burnley fan? We'll see what the writing on the wall is today, pal. That might come back and bite me, actually. Sarah says, I don't think you should try and hold on anymore. And hold on to anyone that doesn't want to be there. Absolutely right. Completely agree. Dave Boz says it's not over yet. Keep the faith. You go use the facilities, mate. Yeah. Kirby says, hiya, Jim. How's it going, pal? We're going well, mate. Thank you. As well as you can do when Leeds are 5-0 up at half time. Let's go, Farker in mental. And good luck, Blades. Thank you, John. Dave says if Leeds lose all of their games by 8 and Blades win their remaining 3 games 6-0, Blades are up. So you're telling me there's a chance? What was all that 1 in a million talk? This is our proper club plays, says Jared. The disrespect for Oliver Burke, says Scott, when we're talking about having no wingers for Bogle to go up against. Premier League battle lines incoming. Maybe. Has Man Mountain got a Leeds top on? No, he hasn't. It's a Vinny Souza Blades Ramble top. Jimmy, it's not over yet, pal. You could do Burnley. Not had the blip yet. It's going to have to be a big blip. Ollie says Leeds are smashing them. Wouldn't it be funny if they won about 7-0 and we beat Burnley to crash their promotion party? I think they're on track for doing that, to be honest, mate, in terms of winning 7-0. Cole says, poor from Leeds so far. Think we have a chance of the title still. Up the Blades. Oh, ups and downs. All the ups and downs of being a Blade. Have I missed something? 4-0 Blade. 4-0 Leeds, says Morit. Yeah, you've missed another since then, pal. 5. Stoke's going to win 5-4. They're not. They're definitely not. Bobby says he's Bogle any good. Serious question, Jimmy. Do you think Bogle could be a Trent Alexander replacement at Liverpool? Alexander Arnold replacement at Liverpool?
Serious question.
Johnny.
I can't say that. It's too offensive. No, absolutely not. No. He is very good going forward. I think he's a right midfielder. I think he's an old-fashioned right midfielder. And, yeah, that's what he is. He's very good going forward. We've always said that. Always said that. But to be fair to him, you know, players can improve as well. And I guess when you command a lot of the ball like Leeds do in this division, then the proof will be next year, won't it? I'm not saying you can't say that he's going to be useless because again he might have improved as a player, but frankly he was all over the show for us in the Premier League, and that's all we know about him. So
we're 16 subscribers away from getting an official wink down the camera from Man Mountain. Wink with an eye. Cooler King says, would not. Sorry, I'm just losing the plot. Would not going up this year be Tom Cannon's best shot at United career? Every cloud, I suppose. Every cloud. If only Blades had the chance to sign a striker like Pirou. Wow, there's some shots here. You haven't been a medium since Sixth Sense came out. Don't spoil it for me though. Reckon Harry Gray will get on the pitch today at this rate. We'll be hanging on at this. We'd be hanging on against these, says Mark. We won't have as many shots as Leeds have scored today. That's what I need at a time like this. I need Mark to come in and cheer me up like he does. Unbelievable. You just know Stoke will beat us, says Ray. Come on, lads and lasses. What's going on? Can see why Tom Cannon fit in so well at Stoke. Oh, God. Oh. I think, says Ian, this puts the Leeds goal difference out of our reach. I think it might. I think it might. Scott says Coventry are bottling the top 6. Bogle is ridiculous at 5 mil. Not bad for a winger. Hope Wilder is watching the Leeds game because that's how a team should attack, says Sean. Knockoff Nige says, don't worry, I can see a 6-5 Stoke win. I'm glad you can. Would the Blades put 5 away in the first half, says Mick. We've not put 5 away in a whole game all season, mate. So, no, we wouldn't. No, we wouldn't. I think, Brand says, Leeds might be up here. Archie Gray, 16 years old, he's sat on the bench. I hope he gets a run out. I think me and Harry, don't you? Archie's younger brother. Cov have got one back, I think, against Plymouth. Looking at this, a couple of updates there. 2-1 Plymouth now. Predictions for the game later, says Random Man. We got a prediction, lads?
1-0 Blades.
View from the mountain.
You might not have heard that, everybody, but after he'd said that, Dave just gave a little one of these. as if he almost hated lying to himself there. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Is that what you've honestly
Always teaches his kids to tell the truth and then says 1-0 Blades.
Seat lineups.
Ignore what I just said.
What we saying, man, Mountain? 1-0 Blades.
5-0 United.
1-0 Blades.
Danny says not feeling a win for us today. Can see us giving away an early goal. Then we'll just crumble.
That's the spirit.
Goals change games. I think if it's 0-0 at half time, it'll finish 0-0. I think if we take the lead, we might win 2-1.
We'll lose 2-1.
We might win 2-1 if we take the lead. If it's 0-0 at half time, I think it'll be 0-0 at full time.
You should put something on your main channel that you're live on. This one was looking for the stream for ages. Sorry, Jay. To be honest, it's just one of them things, really, that we do all the rival streams on. Bang! If I don't destroy everything, we do all the rival streams on Behind the Ramble. We'll put this table here.
Bruce Lee. Hi. Yo.
You can't say that. You can't say that on stream. We're global now. Oh, what is this doing to me? Right. You were doing an accent, weren't you? I don't know what you're doing. Oh, okay. Leeds were up anyway, but the level. Oh, in terms of putting the stream. So yeah, we're doing the watch along of the main game of the day.
Global. Can't do that.
Illiman. Global.
Can't impersonate a judo chop.
You weren't. You should put something on your mate. Oh yeah, I've read that. Yeah. Leeds were up anyway, but the levels above us going forward. Not a chance we stick 5 past anybody, says Bean. I agree with that.
You know what you should do, Jim? Put a link on your main channel to the Behind the Ramble. Because then someone might. Oh, Connor, what does he look like? Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Somebody said he had me on stream, so I went over to have a look, and he ain't got me on anymore. I hope I didn't get the racism from Man Mountain, but I would rather have. I'm kidding, obviously. Kidding. I would rather have Bristol City than Borough in the playoffs. Would you?
I would, yeah.
Would you really?
Yeah, personally, yeah.
Bristol City have been decent. Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, sorry. That's definitely not getting monetized now. Jaden Bogle on your shirt, mate. Ha ha ha. Thanks for the super chat, Con. Here come all the Leeds fans from Connor's channel. We'll take it, mate. Jim, you need it for the Leeds opposition watch-alongs for next season. I don't want to think about next season. Mr. V says, good morning, gentlemen. It's great to see the 3MB live and in person from Ramble HQ. Looking forward to a full-on front-footed attack from the opening whistle. We've got nothing to lose. Up the Blades, up all the Rambles. Thank you, Mr. V. What a top man. Hope you're well, mate. Ducky Fuzz says, I hope you come up, Jim Bob. No other team deserves it. Thank you, mate. Leeds have scored more in this game than we have in the last 3 months. I'm just trying to work out then. We're not far off. Obviously, it's not true. It's not true because we beat Coventry 3-1, but it's... oh, hang on. How far back does it go from there? It's not 3 months, but it's a while. I'd like to know the stat. So we have scored... This is embarrassing. 2 against Cardiff. No, we're all right. This month, though, in April, they've scored more in one game than we've scored in our last 4. Embarrassing. Embarrassing. Sunderland are resting some of their players. You can see they're getting ready for the playoffs, like we should do. Rest our players for it.
I'm sure he will when it's mathematically done.
£2. Connor spends more on air gel. He certainly does. He certainly does. Tight get, Connor. You spend more on buying subscribers. For clarity, Connor doesn't buy subscribers. Who would do that? That's ridiculous. Only desperados. Get your Leeds shirt off DHgate. It will hold together longer than Leeds in the Prem. Nice, Danny. Nice. Don't mind that. Don't mind that. Thank God I finished work early, says Holly. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. Let's have a look. James says, Connor, you should get one only with number 1 on the Leeds shirt or something nice for Jim's content all season, since there's no guarantees there'll be a collab next season. Have you got room for double digits? Is it? Have you got room for double digits, says Jamie? It's not going to be double digits, mate. Don't worry about that. Surely we can rest Solomon now and put Ramazani on. Yeah, what a terrible issue to have. In enemy territory at the minute, says Jamie. What do I think of the game, Jimmy? I think it's as one-sided as one-sided can get, to be honest. Norwich have pulled 1 back against Millwall. Question for the boys. Could we potentially benefit from not going up? Unlucky, I know. And do a Leeds. Well, if there's anybody that's going to spin it as a positive, Man Mountain, you're going to be the one to do it, aren't you?
Yeah, I've already said it, haven't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's watching some of the games yesterday as well, watching Leicester City, who I know they struggled terribly. Not Leicester, the other one.
Ipswich.
Ipswich against Arsenal was shocking. Like, from a team that have gone up like that to get dominated the way they did. I think they ended up with, was it 79% possession at one stage in particular. I was like, it was hard to watch actually, because they just couldn't get out at all, and Arsenal just peppering them all the way through. And I think that unless you've got to do something pretty special to break this cycle after the last 2 years. So we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But yeah, it's so hard nowadays.
Are you confident going into the Burnley game? I am as confident as we can be. I think we've got nothing to lose, have we? Who was the last Blades player to get a hat-trick? I genuinely can't remember. It's got to be Billy. It's got to be Billy. Lee says, if he's fit, can't understand why Gilchrist is not around the first 11 again. A solid part of our defence when we were at our best defensively at the start of the season. Obviously, Suter was massive too. Literally as well. Yeah, he was. Suter's done us, hasn't it, really? Suter's like been the thing that's officially killed our season. We've not been the same defensively since. But
we could go and get a replacement like Rob Holding.
We could, if only we could go and get a replacement like Rob Holding.
He'd have been brilliant for us. Yeah.
Cole says, at least we get another home game this season to watch us play Robbo, see him snap someone and try and chuck the ball in the net, and see Jez cut inside every time. Would love a Wembley trip, but no, the outcome of it's probably not good, knowing our record. But we keep the faith. It doesn't sound like it, Cole, but could have fooled me, mate. But there you go. There you go. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Leeds have scored 88 goals this season. It's ridiculous. Jimmy, where's our hot off the presser? There were no press conference, pal. So they couldn't do it live straight after the press conference because he didn't do when it was part of the interview.
Triple change for Stoke.
Needs to be a octuple change at
I
least.
don't mind Joby McAnuff, you know. I think he's
Joby McAnuff's really good.
I think he's good on this. Well, credit. Kumas, Gooch, and someone else.
Kumas, we got linked with Kumas, didn't we?
Is
Lee!
that Jason Kumas' life?
Yeah, it is, yeah. Thank you for becoming a member, pal. Very much appreciated. Thank you. I think we're very close to having a wink down the camera from Man Mountain for all. Get ready. We're 3 subs away from a Man Mountain wink. The things we have you... I know. The things we build up to on this channel, you don't get anywhere else, do you? Leeds fan here. Have you only got 1.43 subscribers? Thank you, Matt. Great show, great content. Hit the like button. Cheers, lads. Marching on together from Canada. This is actually our second channel, to be fair, Matt. We are also over on the Blades Ramble. But yes, we are trying to build. This is like, it's going to be a second channel with loads of different content on after the season. But there's so many games going on at the minute. We've just been doing Rivals Watchalongs predominantly on this channel. So.
Lost his head, Robin's here. Triple sub. He's gone bananas there, hasn't he?
Well,
Wouldn't you?
That'd be cool, calm and collected.
need you up so battle lines can carry on. Love the banter. Thank you, Ducky Fuzz. SU going up in the playoffs, says Millin. Really hope the Blades get promoted with us. Need Yorkshire clubs in the Prem. Do you think Wilder goes with a back five today? I've got a feeling he will. It's about to kick off the second half. I need to get this right.
The race for promotion. So confirmation on the sub.
Oh, I hope. I think I'm about, my time is about 5 seconds in front because I had to move it. But,
Is it Ben Gibson? Is it Ben?
oh, no. 10 seconds behind now on time. I can't do it about that. Oh, here comes Stoke, and it's wide.
So Kumas is on for Beijing Ho, and Gooch is on for Wilson Esbrand.
Gooch for Wilson Esbrand. What will this, mate?
Kumas for Beijing Ho,
Kumas for Beijing Ho.
and Gibson on for Man of Many Talents.
Gibson on for Man of Many Talents. Right, nice. Thank you, mate. Oh, that's a shame. From a Burnley fan, it'd be a bad idea. We're good from range. Only beat Bristol because of a brilliant free kick. Okay. If you three are Blades fans, why aren't you at the match tonight? Oh, Andy, yeah. You're a Blade, aren't you, Andy? Are you going to a match? You don't have to go to a match to be a fan. Can I just say that? You don't have to.
Yeah, because they have so many tickets you can buy.
We all go to games when we can. We've got families. It's not a big deal, is it, Andy? Bless you. Keith Edwards was the last person to score an hat-trick. I don't think that's true. But Lee has just... Did he message me, actually? Last play... Right, so from Lee, our latest member of Behind the Ramble, he says, last player to get a hat-trick for the Blades, I believe, was Leon Clark against Fulham, 21st of November, 17.
Wow.
He'd scored 4 against Hull 2.5 weeks before on the 4th of November.
I was at the whole game with Ronnie.
What a legend.
That's not great, is it?
What, Clark?
It's that long ago.
Ryan says, good luck this evening, Jim. Champions again. Ole, ole. Thank you.
That's all right.
Wayne says, very nice of Stoke to chuck the towel in.
They have chucked the towel in.
Yeah, they have.
It would pour that. Embarrassing.
And thing is, as well, and this isn't great for somebody who's doing a watch along, but I'm expecting a very boring half, if I'm honest. I think Leeds will probably now just sit because they don't need to do anything else, do they?
So we'll get a pizza update.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Please, Nige, keep us posted on the pepperoni gate. Suter didn't does. Wilder's done us with having Robbo in the team. Oh, saying that, here come Leeds again. Oh my God, a pirouette from Piro. Ridiculous. They've nicked it. They've nicked it. Will reckons it's a bad omen, this result. It might mean Leeds get promoted this. I don't want to edge my bets too much, but Robbo is the Blades Melier, says Million. Shame we didn't take him out 3 games ago. 24 minutes till team news. Dreading seeing who's captain. Oh, don't.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
20 minutes now. Okay.
Wow,
The Jungle Drums will be banging soon.
Yeah, Mr. Cook Senior's having a great day, says Nick. He's a Leeds fan. I remember you saying that, pal.
What's your team, Jim? What's your team? What do you think's actually going to get picked?
What do I think's going to get picked? Not what's my team. Okay.
Not what you like to see. What do you think's
I
actually?
think we're obviously going to be 4-2-3-1, and I think it'll be Chowdhury, Anel, Robbo, and Burrows,
Agreed.
Sousa, Peck, and I think it'll be Leeds on the attack. It'll be Brereton Diaz in for Raksaki, I think.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think I'm hoping if that's the case that it's BBD on the left, Hamer on the right, which sounds ridiculous to say out loud, but it's and O'Hare in the middle, or even O'Hare on the right and Hamer in the middle, and then it'll be Tyrese Campbell, I think, up front.
I think it'll be same as that, but with Brereton Diaz on the right, Hamer on the left, Brewster in the 10,
Oh,
and then Tyrese up top is what I think he's going to pick.
Dave?
Unchanged defence.
So Holding.
Yeah, unchanged.
Oh, you're right.
Central midfield, BBD right, O'Hare 10.
Hamer left.
Campbell up front.
I would like that.
I've got a feeling he's going to play Robinson and Brewster.
Up there with some of them teams I stated is very good on our behalf. To get the rot out and rebuild a young optimistic squad is a credit to us. Wilder is the man, I think, but we'll lose some of the fan base. Can we have an end of season ramble party where you roast the viewers and say the most memorable thing about a comment they have left?
Don't want us to do that.
No, you don't. You don't.
We can't.
Subscribe to the Ramble Patreon where we might do that. What do you think Wilder's saying to the boys right now, looking at the Leeds? I don't think he's looking at Leeds score now. I think he'll see that they've won the game and he'll just be focused fully on what we're doing. We have to catch one of them, don't we? And we're not going to catch Leeds now. So it's got to be
Just have to win our 3 games.
win our 3
whatever
games and
else
hope.
happens.
Absolutely right. Bottom of the champs getting interesting, says Scott. Do you think Rob will be back as captain? Me and Paul do. Dave's not so sure. I'm more hopeful that he's not, but there we go. Top man Jimbo says, March on together, LUFC. Thank you, mate.
I can see Middlesbrough getting in these playoffs now.
Matt Bent says, as a trucker, the Blades Ramble has become a massive part of my day. So thanks to you for all the rambles. As the season completes, got to wonder about between season content, up the Blades, up the Ramble. We do have something up our sleeve, Matt. Don't you worry about that, pal. There's always a fair bit to talk about. Anyway, obviously. Oh,
very good football.
Nonto onto his left. It's a poor shot, really. We'll lose them because they're used to success in recent seasons. It's a sense of privilege I sense at games sometimes, and it annoys me a bit. I'm just happy to support a stable, successful club, says Cole. A wristband to show you can go in safe standing. Utter woke nonsense, says Jamie, with his favourite quote that he still doesn't know the meaning of. Jamie, explain to me what woke nonsense means. He can't. He can't. Woke nonsense from the lad who said, no kids on the cop. Hello. I'm all right, mate. How are you? Hang on. I know we're both on each other's streams now, but you'll don't swear, please.
What are you up to, man?
Oh,
All good?
Is he still wearing his
yeah, if anybody on One Leeds wants to come over to Behind the Ramble and watch the stream over there instead of One Leeds, then do that now.
Yeah, I'll be honest, mate, you're getting a lot of abuse in the chat, man.
Oh, am I? Oh, he's parried it again. No, mate. I'm watching Jaden Bogle blast it off at bar. To be honest, are you watching on a legal stream or are you on your dodgy box?
I've paid for this one, yeah.
Oh, have you?
Are you trying to show off in front of your new friends? Is that what you're trying to do?
Mate,
Solomon.
I can see you. I can see you. Look at the hat you're wearing. Look at.
I want Bogle?
But no, you're well behind. You're well behind. That I tell you what.
Let me know something.
That is an illegal stream. An illegal stream.
Let me know something. You know that exchange that you made, Bogle for Shackleton? How's that going for you, mate?
It wasn't an exchange. It were 2 separate transactions.
It was pretty much a partial exchange.
No, it weren't. It weren't nothing to do with it. Well,
Catch up with you afterwards. See you in a minute.
bye. I wasn't going to swear then. I forgot I'm still on stream. Good job I didn't. I had to catch myself.
Fairness, that one has not worked, has it?
No, it's definitely not.
Oh, dear. Get me a wristband.
It's the response from City.
What colour it is?
I don't know. It wants to be something strong. Something woke.
Is there a coffee table between you, Jim, and Nosy Mountain? I assume you two are Nosy Mountain. Oh, I quite like that. Yeah, nice. Nosy Mountain. If so, You could put a second mic on it if it becomes more regular. No, but we could incorporate that into the studio setup if you like. Never been in an away end and been given a wristband to show I can go in for safety. Well, don't they do that for you at soft play, Jamie, when you're in there? Did the presser ever get done? Because I can't find it on United website and there's no hot off the presser. That'll tell you everything you need to know. That'll tell you everything. No, they didn't, mate. They did. You like that one, didn't you? The difference with Leeds going up is the 49ers will back the manager and spend.
We don't know with ours, do we?
No, we don't know.
The thing.
Our clock is off, Raw Toast. You're right. I'm 10 seconds behind, but I can't change it. So I think it will be Coops, Sariki, Anel, Robbo, Burrows, Peck, Souza, Raksaki, Hamer, BBD, and more. You might be right.
More might play, you know.
Start.
Burnley have a big squad and need more for set pieces.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What do you boys fancy in the playoffs? Do you mean fancy playing, or do we fancy to win it? In terms of playing, have you got a preference, lads?
Bristol.
You want to play Bristol?
Coventry.
I'd play Coventry.
I'll play Bristol. Coventry have got more match winners. I think
They're all good teams, to be fair. That sounds like we're digging them out,
I
but
don't want Middlesbrough. I think if they creep in last minute, I mean, I know they're in there today with 2 games to go, but they'll just feel like they're on a free hit, which is dangerous. And yeah, I think Bristol for me, I'd fancy us to go through against them.
South Barnsley are now 1-1. That's a shame, Lee. Never mind. Cooler King says, Wilder reminds me of Martin O'Neill when he was at the Villa. His qualities got us up the table, but his weaknesses stopped us ever getting any higher. Interesting. Cover back in the top 6 as it stands, says Scott.
Can you explain why? That's a good point, I thought.
What, in terms of why Cooler King? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's a really interesting thing to say. If you can just
If you can elaborate on that, Cooler King, it would be appreciated. Another ball into the box that's cleared for a Leeds corner.
Good Monday night topic for us, that. Or Tuesday night.
Patreon party sounds good. Ramble roast, though. I prefer Chinese. Oh, nice. Harry Darling goal for the Swans. Interesting. Cardiff beating Oxford. Oxford are rubbish, though. Everybody beats Oxford. Oh. Drum says, as for the earliest hat-trick in the EFL, Joel Perot was pretty close to equaling it. That record belongs to Sheffield United's James Beattie, who did it in 19 minutes against Leicester.
Do you want the scores, Jim?
Yeah, go for the scores. Let's go on. Can you read them out?
Cardiff 1, Oxford 0. Hull 1, Preston 1. Leeds 5, Stoke 0, we know that. Luton Town 2, Bristol City 1.
Ooh, so Bristol are out at playoffs?
No, they're still in it at the minute.
All right.
Millwall 2, Norwich 1. So they're back in contention for the next game. Plymouth 2 down the bottom, Coventry 1. So that means Coventry are flagging a bit on the playoff front. Portsmouth 1, Watford 0. Portsmouth are safe, I think, with that.
Yeah.
QPR 0, Swansea 2. That means that QPR, who have got to play Burnley, don't have a shout anymore for the playoffs, I don't think.
Oh, right.
So Sheffield Wednesday 1, Middlesbrough 1. Now they've equalised. Does that change the league table?
Yeah,
Look at that.
puts them out of the top 6.
Sunderland 0, Blackburn 1, who are resurgent and have now got something to play for. Blackburn. West Brom 0, Derby 2. That's bizarre, isn't it? Derby County looking like they might get out of it as well. So down the bottom there, it must all be changing. So in the bottom 3, as it stands, Plymouth 43, Cardiff 45, Luton 46, Hull 46, Derby 46.
Wow.
3 teams all on the same number of points.
And Oxford 48.
Derby on -9, Hull -10, Luton -24. So Derby and Hull that could easily swap over. Oxford 48, only 2 points out of the mire, and Stoke on 50 can still be caught by at least the 4 teams below. 5 teams below.
Oh my God, it's 6.
Yeah.
6 Nonto scores with a header from a deep cross from the left-hand side.
And the form book says it could be Stoke could get dragged into this at the bottom.
You know, next time, can you do it like Gerald Stinstad?
I don't know. Yeah. How do you do it?
Cardiff.
Watford, another red.
Oxford United.
Yes, I'll do a Gerald for them.
Yeah.
Lee says Bristol City or Coventry. I don't mind. We haven't lost to either, although I think Bristol were very good against us at home in a very poor performance by us. I agree. I think more starts today, says Adam. Tyree's not been great recently with any luck. Impact off the bench. Cooler King says O'Neill was too loyal to some players. He rarely rotated come March. Every season we collapsed. His judgment of a player was poor. Sold Gary Cahill and bought Zach Knight. Risk averse.
It's a good point.
It's a really good point.
I have questioned the loyalty towards certain players this season and in previous seasons. Players that clearly weren't up to the level, and he persevered and kept with him. And
superb man manager and a great motivator.
Yeah, yes, he was. He was.
How are you letting Nonto score a header? Shocker. Yeah, he's the smallest man on pitch and he's just scored a free header. Al Hamadi's come off and he's shouting at his own supporters by the looks of it.
I'd be back down the motorway, me, if I was Stoke fan. I wouldn't be any of that.
Is Mr. Turfcast here or streaming? He's at the game, mate. He's at the game. Plymouth now 3-1 up against Cov. Some right results coming in today. Champion.
They're all winning. So Cardiff are winning, Luton are winning.
Wilder, just a depresser. Nice. Hot off the depresser. Shall I turn it to that? That's fair.
Oh, it's party time.
Stoke. Header back across goal and cleared. Leeds fans are still saying Farker out. Probably.
Robbins is going to have to be careful here because if
they get tanked,
well,
which they are.
Yeah, they got tanked within the first 20 minutes.
They've got 2 games and they'll need something from one of them games. That's for sure. On the bottom.
I'm just going to add a 7 just in case we need that as well.
Because they do look up us, don't they, Stoke?
Yeah.
So that Leeds have been clinical.
So glad we watched this game before ours, lads.
Whose idea with that?
Yeah, no, I can't.
I know.
Who was that? Who wanted to do that?
It was scheduled before. Hang on.
He just didn't want to do the misery on his own.
That's right. That's right. Disney FC are winning 2-0 back into the top 2, says Scott.
That'd be good.
Nicely swerved, Jim. I'll catch you out one of these days. Stay Billy, stay sharp. Thank you, mate. I like why people put really dicey comments in for me to try and trip me up. That's great. Update your score. It's 6. It's already updated, pal. Lee's asked if I can get some black numbers on because obviously it doesn't mesh with the white. No, I can't. No, I'm refusing. No, I can't. I don't know how to do it. Hearing from a Wendy mate of mine that Wednesday Till I Die pod have teamed with some billionaire to buy the club and Chansiri is ignoring them. It keeps getting funny. That's what you need. You need to team up with a pod. So why is it when Leeds couldn't beat Burnley twice, we'd probably... So why is it Leeds couldn't beat Burnley twice, we'd probably be top 2? No, mate. Add an 8, says Ian. Yeah, might have to. Should we throw the game at Plymouth? We owe them 1. Says Ducky Fuzz. Sackable offence this surely, says Toddy. Thoughts on the link to Ant-Man? The Avengers are doing some inside scouting. Nice. Don't know enough about him. Adam said, yeah, Paul Rudd. Suter was a big loss, but having no wingers at the club has killed us, the formation long term.
Yeah.
I don't disagree with that, Adam, either. I think if you look at those 2 positions, and people have said a lot, I've heard this loads, if Leeds had Cooper or Trafford, they'd be miles away. But if you stick Solomon or James in one of the other teams as well, you could argue the other way around as well, because I think that those 2 are just as important.
Yeah, agreed.
If not more so. 3
proper Mardy blades now. Oh, hang on.
All right, cooler. All right.
Nosy looks gutted. No, Cooler says, how do you 3 know each other? Is it just through the blades or school or work? We know each other through the Ramble. The lads were regular contributors on the channel. And I thought Dave spoke sense and we needed a third wheel. So
I was the third
no,
wheel.
you're not. No, I'm
I was
reversing
the
that.
third
No, you weren't. You've never let me
That's it,
forget
Mike,
that.
our third wheel.
No, I said that once. I didn't mean that.
It made me feel really, really good.
Why?
I love the way Jim backtracks on this.
Yeah.
Look at his face here.
Uh,
He's like, oh yeah, oh, can I spin this?
No.
Oh, what can I say now? Oh,
I've got a memory like an elephant.
an elephant. Yeah, that's what I've heard, Dave. An elephant.
Yeah, it's through the channel, Cooler King, through the channel. Have we heard anything from the new owners? No, Jack, we haven't heard anything, have we, pal? Hull are now 2-1 up. That'll change things again, won't it, down there? Interesting. Dave says, can't believe I've had to subscribe to a Sheffield United channel to comment. Have you on one screen to watch your discomfort? Thank you, pal. We've got to be off at line now,
Very
surely.
comfy sofa, I'm not in any discomfort.
Nice.
Good day on Dave.
I tell you what. Can we have a wink down the camera, please, Man Mountain?
Oh, don't.
Glasses off.
I'm not winking.
Come on, wink down the camera. We've promised
Wink
subscribers.
Down the camera.
Wink with an eye.
With an eye.
Come on, closer.
Right. Oh, God,
People will
really?
screenshot this.
Right, I know, I'm gonna
This will go on cushions everywhere.
No, no, there's only one place for cushions.
June and I got some right stick for that cushion you made of me.
Sits on them every night.
Get up. Wink down that camera.
I'm not winking down the camera.
Wink down the camera. Yeah. Oh, I got a little bit of flush there. Ooh.
Tell.
I know it's the size of my head. Small, far away. Near, far away.
Can you see me? Can you see
There you go. You see, look at that. Look at that. Size of that noggin. Ecky's Preston in this relegation scrap now. Only 3 points above the bottom three. Ecky will get him out.
that one end up football?
Did you stop talking in the background, please? You don't like it when people do that in class. Are you guys enjoying watching the champions?
Very good.
Yes,
It'd be
yeah, we
very
are. It's pretty good, to be fair. We're liking all the goals. Yeah, it's very good.
The wife will accept a blown kiss also, says James.
Steady.
I think that's 1,500 subscribers, that one, I think. Harry coming on, £50 million player. I don't know if he's...
2 minutes from lineup.
2 minutes.
Oh, my word. Might have to escape Leeds tonight if we fail to do the business. And it's a Leeds win, says Jared. Well, it's definitely a Leeds win, Jared.
3-1. This is happening. Down the bottom.
Magic from Man Mountain. Afternoon, lads. Is Gilchrist injured? If not, begging he brings him back in till the season ends. I think he's been treated disgracefully by Wilder, if honest. Up the blades, up the ramble. Like and
Do you
subscribe.
reckon we get all the info on Gilchrist?
No, I don't.
Something's going off, isn't it?
Dave, give us a sniff. Can't leave him out. Dave the nose.
Sniff in.
No. Oh my God. It's nearly number 7. We're a year behind Leeds, says Charlie. Luton now 3-1. Live team news, Jim. Yeah, it'll be coming, mate. Don't worry.
Come on, get on it.
Jimmy, Leeds haven't played a 6-0 game, but that's the difference between them and the... I think they have played a 6-0 game, to be honest. In terms of, you can only play what's in front of you.
Stoke have played a 0-6 game. They've been dreadful.
Millwall now 3-1 up. Right, line up.
Hang on.
Got it.
We've got it.
Oh, Robert.
Kiefer Moore, Robinson starts.
No.
Screwdog in.
No. Cannon starts. Cannon and Kiefer Moore up front.
And we're on bench, up player.
Aware on bench. Gilchrist on bench. Holding on bench. Campbell on bench. Right, so it looks like it's a 4-2. 4-4-2 maybe. 4-4-2. Cooper, and then it's Burrows at left wing back, Anel and Robinson, and Chowdhury it'll be at right back. Sousa and Peck in the middle. Hamer and Brereton Diaz probably on either side. And then Cannon and Moore up front. They're going for it.
Cannon is a 10.
You think?
Yeah.
Cannon is a 10, Dave thinks. Adam Davis on bench, Alfie Gilchrist, Sam McCallum, Rob Alding, Ryan Brewster, Callum O'Hare, Jezrin Raksaki, Tyrese Campbell, and Femi Sariki on the bench.
Have we?
Oh,
Have you had that from? Who sent you that?
It's on Twitter.
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 X.
I can't call it X.
X-Men.
So,
So look at it, yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Oh dear.
We've gone 4-4-2, said Scott, and then somewhere he says, "Didn't Joe say he saw a message or a WhatsApp that Wilder's going 4-4-2?" Yes, Joe sent me a message that we went through on the stream, so it's not a secret by any means. Yeah, but Dave thinks Cannon's 10. So Joe got a message. I have to scroll through all the abuse I've faced this morning. Joe from Turfcast got a message saying Tyrese Campbell's brother sent a voice note and said they dropped Campbell and they're going 4-4-2. Wilder's desperate not to lose, apparently, and his brother thinks Burnley win. So yeah, that's what's.
You're probably desperate not to lose. You've got to go out and win.
Well, that's again, it's all different sort of whispers into it and stuff like that. So let's get the team up for. Here you go, mate. Have a look. Paolo.
Cheers, Paul. Burrows, so charge it right back.
Yeah.
So we've gone Diaz, Cannon, and Moore.
Afternoon, gents. Loving the banter, but not the score. Stoke's defence has more holes than my granddad's string vest. Up all the rambles, up the blades. Well, playoffs it is, says Jack, after seeing the team. It is very attacking. That's miles off your best available 11, says Cooler King. I know, mate.
Well, Diaz is almost the third one, isn't he? Almost.
Let's have a look at Burnley. I think Burnley, Trafford, Esteve, Egan Riley, Roberts, and Pires at left back. I don't rate him as a left back, so he's somewhere to get at. Then it's going to be Cullen and probably Brownhill because Hannibal's playing, Fleming's playing, Edwards and Anthony. Yeah, so Hannibal will be in the 10, Fleming in the 9.
They've dropped the Cam, what's his name? They've dropped Hannibal.
They've dropped, don't know, the other Josh.
No. It's got like an odd name, hasn't he? Bench.
Sarmiento, Redmond, Josh Laurent. No, he's not there. I don't think, is he?
No, he's not.
Can't remember the name off the top of my head. Anyway,
Unless that's Hannibal's surname.
no, it isn't. Medjbury, yeah.
Medjbury. That's what it is.
Hannibal Medjbury.
Hannibal plays in the 10, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
So that's in Medjbury.
Uh,
Confusing, isn't it? That's the same team he's played last 2 games. That exactly the same team.
I'm nervous, me. Jack Robinson.
It don't fill you with any kind of level of excitement, does it?
Oh, wait and see, David.
Jack Robinson's back
Yeah,
in.
but
You never know.
pre-match excitement is just
Depends, doesn't it? Depends. We're gonna have to go. I think they'll be going more direct. Man, look at it.
At this point, I'm not bothered, says Joe. 2 or 3 strikers on the pitch. At least he's somewhat going for it. That's it. I'm not watching it, says Sheffield United FC. Yeah. Robinson, says Matthew. James says, ask them at Match Bingo to add a Robinson mistake to the private card. Is Wilder on the drink? Robinson back in, says Tom, the Leeds fan, laughing his head off. Oh, my word. Riff says, serious question. Do you think we get promising players on loan from big clubs in future seasons after how we treated Gilchrist? Season-long loan to be shunned for half the season. It's... oh, my God, it's so bad. So bad. My name, Jeff, says, will be good to see you go up. Alas, I think it's not to be. Connor's ordered the Bogle Leeds full kit. We can order what he likes. Come in peace, friendly banter, so close this season, Blades, so close. Robin says maybe Wilder thinks Holding is not fit enough to start after his last match. That's all I can think of. Yep, I hope so. Hope so. Could be 4-3-3 with BBD and Cannon either side of Moore. Hamer, Peck, and Vinny. Maybe Hamer in the 10. That might, yeah, it could be. Could be.
I said in my preview, I think one of these two up front, I was something that we need something to remember by the season. More in Cannon.
Cheers, Dom. Burnley are unchanged. RotR says Sunderland, Bristol, and Cov all losing, all in the playoff positions. Borough are putting a heck of a lot of pressure on the Wendy's. 1-1 now, though. Been a big Wilder fan, but lost a lot of fans this past month, says Joe. If he gets us up, certainly isn't the man to take us forward. We'll stand still with him, love him, but it's always Wilder's way or the highway.
Question for Joe. Would you fire Wilder even if we were successful, either going up automatic or the playoffs? Would you still move him on, despite the success that he's obviously had this season?
Would you?
Well, we had this discussion, didn't we? And I said I don't think you can.
I don't think you can.
If you intend to give him 10 games, you might as well do it in pre-season so the new manager can get the signings that they want through the door, because that'll be their get out of jail. If someone takes over after 10, 15 games before Christmas, they just say, well, it's not my team. It's not my team. And then that's that, isn't it? But if your plan is not to persevere with him, whatever happens next year, then I don't see the point.
No, you've got to be 100% sure he's the right man for the season, or you've got to change it. You can't think we'll give him 10 games, because it's, except in the Premier League, if we're up, it's way too late.
Man. Right. Lee says, wouldn't have minded seeing Sariki in front of Chowdhury. Would have kept their left back honest with Sariki's pace, able to get him behind from a more advanced position. Toothless Diaz in the side. Ha ha ha. Laurent's been on the bench recently. Hannibal been starting recently. Okay.
I think there's something in Diaz today against Burnley, being a Blackburn lad. There's something in it for him.
We're looking at a 4-3-3 with that lineup. Hamer, Sousa, and Peck in the middle. Diaz and Moore and Cannon a front three. Maybe. Note to be nervous about. Feels he's done it already after the 3 defeats. Bogle with his 60-yard sprints, crucial tackle. Didn't see it, Jeff. We've given up on game, I think, to be honest. I'm sticking to my 1-0 Sousa goal. Back stick header, says Joe. Interesting. That team selection and change of formation has not filled me with confidence. Very much hope I'm wrong. Same.
Sousa ever scored an energy?
No, not for us, I don't think. Every relegation side winning as well. What in the world? Welcome to the Championship. Not every relegation side.
Somebody's going to go down that weren't expected to go down.
Well, it'd be Luton, I think. Oh, I don't know. They're winning, aren't they? Yeah. 3-0 Burnley. It's on the cards, says Fred. Is it Bogle coming off? Of course you can, mate. Yeah. So you go back into the kitchen and turn left. Isn't there?
Sounds like going to be a long.
She might be, but Schmidt and Byron for Firpo and Bogle. FCH says behind the ramble and other blades. Do you lot like the lineup? Because I think you lot look angry.
We are angry.
We are very angry, yeah. Riff says, are you really surprised by Robbo coming back in? I would have bet my house on it. Wilder's ego would have kicked in, not being a Wilder hater, just speaking the truth. H.M. Step says, I'd rather play Hamza as centre-half with Anel and Sariki on the right if Gilchrist isn't fit up the blades. All the rambles. Top man. Rice says, no way has he dropped your best defender. Yeah, he has, right. Yeah, he has. We've got to hope it's a fitness issue. Wilder will be looking to keep tight until later in the game, says James. When he sees Burnley more susceptible to conceding, then he will bring on Campbell. Yeah, maybe. Scott says, could Wilder be trying something new for the playoff push? He's got nothing to lose in going for it. Dempsey says, Sunderland are letting me down for 2,600 quid. 14 shots to 1 and 1-0 down. Ouch, indeed. Robbo to put us 1-0 up early and the biggest squeaky bum performance in the world, says Alessandro. Yeah, it would be funny. It would be funny. Yeah. Robinson gets a red card today, says Mr. V. Riff says you can't fire Wilder. The guy has done a full rebuild to make us the 3rd best squad in the league, and we ain't lucky. We have the 3rd best squad, player for player. Lee says, can Leeds score a 7th, please? Had an in-play bet on them to score a 7th and Hull to beat Preston. Hull have done their bit and gone back in front. Just need Leeds to do theirs. You won't bet against it, mate. Well, you clearly haven't bet against it, but it's they've got 10 minutes here. Pat Bamford's on as well. What more do you need? Tom says, I can't stand Hamface, but in his defence, it's wild that the team nearly finished above Leeds this season if it wasn't for the collapse. You're looking at 4-4-2. I think so. I think it's a 4-4-2. Remy says, you've shot it. He's took Holding out. Joe says, wouldn't fire Wilder if he got us up? You can't. No, you can't. However, I do think if he starts going wrong early on the board, we won't hesitate. But I would personally keep him because he's earned the chance. What does Brooks have to do, says Ellis? I don't even think he's on the bench, is he? Andre?
He has to take his chances
when he's given them. Correct. Correct, David. Yeah. No Andre Brooks, even on the bench. Riff reckons it's Cannon on the left, BBD on the right, like I've been calling for a while. Jared says, is Campbell not fit? Would prefer him to Cannon up top with more running off him. Campbell's looked off it for a little while. I don't know whether it is a fitness issue. Potentially. Robinson in again. Beggars belief. Holding was decent last match, hence the clean sheet. Now, shot from Stoke, and it's over the bar. I'm going to give Wilder benefit of the doubt here. Holding didn't finish the match, and it looked like cramp at the time. It may be a fitness issue that Rob Holding's not in the side, and that is me giving him the benefit of the doubt. Because if you've done it purely on preference, if they're both fit. Who's your man of the match for Leeds? Jimmy, says Louis. If I'm being honest, it's probably Jaden, isn't it? It's probably Jaden Bogle, who's looked very good today. Can't believe Robbo's starting. He's going to cost us. I'm happy he's put 2 up front, though. Robbo to score the winner for the 5th headed goal of this season, says Tazzy. Thanks for putting your captain back in, Jimmy, says Martin, the Burnley fan. Sean says, Holding went off cramping up, not match fit, and that'll be the reason for not starting. Should have had him up to speed and starting a long time ago. Well said, Shawnee. That's a shambolic selection, says Chris. Cooler King says, what does Wilder see in Robinson that no one else in the world can see? I just don't understand it. A 75% Rob Holding is way better than 100% Robinson. I'm not firing Wilder, says Charlie. Me neither. Me neither. City Peck to score the winner to get his first goal. 1-2, says H. On a positive note, what a bench. Oh, he's here, look. All right, mate. Wilder has no idea, just keeps messing. This is me reading a comment, by the way. Not my opinion. Just messing around with the team and dropping players like O'Hare. Gilchrist, he's cost us this season. I'm not going for the game. Sitting back all the time. Are you watching our game on Sky or ITV? Don't know, Danny, to be fair. We've got it set up for Sky at the minute, but we'll see. Got a quid on it, H, says Sarah. Nice. Wilder does not have a Scooby or a Scobby, says Ab. My word, the bench looks a lot better than half the team. Pains me to say it, but Leeds are absolutely unreal, says I say it, Blade. Ray says, I have to be honest, Bogle has been man of the match, really impressive. James says, I do get the feeling that the tide is turning against Wilder. Can see it turning ugly if all... What? Oh, sorry. I can see it turning ugly if all goes wrong today after that team selection. Get your popcorn ready. Robin says, Jim, you can't say Bogle man of the match for Leeds, even if he was. I know, mate. You got to be honest, aren't you? Got to be honest. What's been your favourite game this season? Oh, good question. I really enjoyed the Coventry game. Really enjoyed it just recently. I enjoyed the Oxford performance. Middlesbrough were good. Middlesbrough for you, Dave?
Yeah, I think so.
Paolo?
Best performance was Coventry. So my head works.
Ab says Wilder needs to go, tactically clueless. Blames the fans. Tell me, why would you keep with Wilder, Jimmy? Because I think you are sectioning it off into the last 3 games prior to the last, and seeing it as a collapse rather than seeing the positives that we've built over the season. In the closed season, we had 20 players leave the club, and it was a blank canvas, and we've built a third-place team from it. So I think he deserves a little bit more respect, personally. What was the point in Robbo getting dropped, says Scott? He had a back injury. Here come the 7th. Oh, yeah, Hansen is down. It ain't got to be stopped, has it?
The one ball here. No one tracking non-toed run at all. Where's it Ramazani?
Ramazani.
Is he on, is he?
I think so. He didn't even miss a full game with the 8-minute cameo on Friday. Such a pointless move. I'm not confident. Would love to be proven wrong. Up the Blades, up the Ramble, says Scott.
It could be a big day for one of those two forwards, Cannon or Moore. They again, I keep saying it. I think they owe us something this season.
Can you imagine?
There's got to be something in this game for them. You can see us going a lot more direct, and obviously they're trying to counteract the strengths of the two centre halves who are very good there for Burnley. And I'm sure we'll be slinging a few more crosses in. We've been saying it, haven't we, about having a plan B. I mean, we're starting with plan B today by the look of it.
Are we counting on Burrows from the left for these crosses? Because
see, to me, if you're going to play that way, and you want forwards to be on the move in the box like Cannon and Moore, we've said it all season. We've not been playing to their strengths very much, and therefore they've looked.
Young Harry Gray's on for Leeds.
Below par.
Comes on for Brendan Aronson even.
I'm expecting Burrows and Sariki to be pressed right forward to give us some
yeah.
width. I think this side lacks width because I don't think Hamza's going to get forward.
Scott says Wilder's staying. I can't believe we're doing this before a crunch game talking about Wilder's future, but Wilder's staying will depend on new owners and availability of a better manager. Wilder could be seen as a long-term rebuild manager.
Who'd be your manager, Jim? Who'd be your pick for
Chris Wilder. Chris Wilder's my manager. How much leeway does Wilder get for being a Blade? And when might that run out, says Cooler King. I think questions will be asked if we don't get promoted, but again, I don't think that's taking the full season into consideration.
I think it comes down to how we do or don't get promoted, particularly how we don't get promoted.
Leeds and Burnley have to sack Farker and Parker. Both aren't Prem quality managers and have proven it. Can see both teams go back down if they leave it too late. He's winning 6-0. He's top at league. How can you sack him? I think it's ridiculous, really, to think that you can't give the manager a chance in the league.
Yeah, but Jim, is he a Leeds fan, Oliver?
I've no idea. No idea.
Because the Leeds fans had the knives out for him as soon as they.
I know. And look, Blades fans have got knives out for Wilder, some of them now, aren't there? There's always people going to question the manager, but how can you sack the manager if he gets you promoted?
The thing with Burnley is they've been hard to beat, haven't they? That might be their one thing that gives them half a shot.
Yeah, maybe.
Get promoted. So I don't think as much as they've hardly scored or anything, I don't think you can just sack Parker. Being hard to beat is exactly what you need to be.
Dave's right there. I think if you're going to go up, you've got to go up with a method of hanging around in matches, and it all starts at the back.
Yeah.
Because again, if you go and try and go toe to toe with these Premier League teams, you never got the quality to live with them. So you've got to be solid.
We've got 1,547 in the room, over nearly 1,200 watching on X. If you could jump over and subscribe to Behind the Ramble, you would make my day. So thank you. Even if you're wallowing in my misery, then you can do me that small favour, can't you? That would be very much appreciated. I think we're something like 26 or 1,500 on this channel. So that would be absolutely 25 now. So thank you to everybody that's subbed. Hate to say it, says Martin, but Leeds are the best side in the league. Glyn says, very happy to see Robinson in there. Looks a very attacking lineup, though. Up the Clarets, up the Ramble. Ab says, I've said this all year, very poor performances. I know. Yeah. Delighted with Robinson in. I know that's what he's saying. Very happy to see Robinson in there. Carried by good players. Wilder is clueless. On XG, we are 9th in the league. That tells me luck and good players are the key factors, not managerial ability. Evening, lads. Playing a half-cut holding would have made him worse, to be fair. Yeah, we're not suggesting we get him drunk. I'd rather play Robbo temporarily. If that's the case now, we won't move past third. We're not moving past third, I don't think, mate. We'll see. Wilder's done an unbelievable job, whether people want to admit it or not, says Joe. Not this season. Been seriously impressive. Just this last month, he said a few strange things and made some strange decisions. Cannon's going to get the winner at Wembley, guys, says Matt. Oh, Bamford tries chipping Johansson, who looked like he fouled him. And he gets up and scrambles it clear.
Johansson's absolutely having one today.
My name is Jeff saying to Cooler King, who was an Aston Villa fan, Wilder is toast when you lose today. Don't even know if Villa are playing. They had a good result against Newcastle, didn't they, yesterday? Jimmy, can't keep giving leeway on past success. There's a time. Past success, I'm talking about 4 games ago. There's a time when failing to follow up with good results through questionable tactics has to be called out. Plenty of switch passes to Moore to hold up or flick on to Cannon, and plenty of crosses from Burrows and a few deep ones from Hamer. Getting me a little bit excited there, Joe. Keith says, I thought Robinson was going to be in the team when Wilder said Holding hasn't played much, so we'll have to monitor such a poor excuse. I tell you what, you're close to blowing a kiss down camera anyway, so when we get to 1,500, yeah. We're 22 away. We might not do it by end of stream because it's just tipped 90 minutes now on my clock. 3 minutes added time. All right, mate. I'll make you a brew if you can keep this stream going. I can't believe Callum O'Hare isn't starting today. His link-up play is crucial to beat a solid Burnley defence, says Mr. V, who has been a Callum O'Hare supporter from the start.
I'm with you, Mr. V. I am baffled at how that's been going down for the last month. I cannot get my head around what he hasn't done that he wasn't doing before that's resulted in him being benched all the time. And now Wilder, let's face it, is experimenting in the biggest game of the season with the 2 guys who haven't scored for us for about 20 matches.
What happened last time that we did that?
I don't know. This is, for me, I don't understand why we go against the sides who are around us at the top. Just change the way we want to play. It just thinks of I want to make this change because then I'll get the credit if it all comes good. That's what it smells of to me.
You ex-viewers, get liking and subscribing. It makes sense. Thank you, Ray. Appreciate that. I think Fleming will be in Robbo's ear all game and get him sent off, similar to the Watford game. Fleming getting a lad sent off. Wilder's done a great job this season to build a top 3 club, says Lee, from a broken squad. To be calling for him to go, in my opinion, is knee-jerk and ill thought through. What do these fans class as a better manager for us? Don't answer that, Dave. James says a Robbo red card today would be the icing on the cake to complete the mother of all collapses. Lee says, be careful. Lee says, be careful what you wish for. 2K is a kiss for Dave the Nose. Oh, yeah, we'll go for that. Make them to have a bit of a smooch on camera. I'm not sure how Mrs.
How do you think this works, Jim?
Yeah.
20 subs away from a man mountain blowing a kiss. You can only see it here on the Ramble.
The Glasgow kiss.
Glasgow.
3K for the greatest stitch up on Jim ever.
What do you mean? No. XG is a false stat, says Riff. People depend too much on these. You could play Mike Bassett 4-4-2, pump it into the box and create XGs and have no control over the game and go around chasing shadows that don't mean crap. Christopher Nick says Leeds have had a stellar season defensively. Burnley just happened to go and have an absolute blinder. Okay. Mark says, I think Leeds might have won this game. Marching on together. Lawrence says, Cannon won't touch the ball more than 3 times in the first half. What do you guys see in Cannon? Don't know, mate. Don't know.
We saw some good finishing in the first half of the season when he didn't play for us.
When he didn't play for us. They could have done with him today, couldn't they? All results, that's full time.
Fair play, Leeds. Up you go. See you later. Hopefully we'll be there in a month's time.
Right, let's get this off.
That's done, innit? That's done.
Let's get this off. In fact,
I'm shocked at Mark Robbins' team doing this. To be honest.
I am. To be as bad as that.
I rate Robbins as a manager at this level. Yeah. I'm really surprised how they've gone with a whimper today there, and they're going to pay for it because I think with the teams all winning down at the bottom,
they've lost some ground, haven't they?
I think these look all. I think this look like a team that reckons they're alive and they're in the Championship next season. If you look at this table here, all them teams down the bottom are all notching victories. They are not out of the mire at all. Let's have a look here. So Stoke are on 50, Luton on 46 are in the relegation zone. Stoke have got to get something.
They need a point.
They need a point from somewhere. And who have they got next, Stoke?
Right. Let's just show this on screen actually, just so while people are coming over from X and subscribing, because we need 19 for a kiss down the camera from Man Mountain.
They're putting themselves right in it here, Stoke.
Well, we're gonna have a look now at the Sky Bet Championship table. Leeds United are top. Well, that's not live, is it? Oh, well, that's no good. We don't need that. We need a live table. Amateur, absolute amateur. Sorry, I thought it were a live table. It is poor, isn't it? This is a live table. Yeah, but I need it to be full screen. That's the only thing. No, because it's just a text thing, isn't it? Championship table and standings. Here we go.
That's it.
So this is BBC. That'll have to do. Present. I'll be singing along with them. Right, so championship table. Leeds United are top, 94 points now, 8 clear of Sheffield United. They need a point. They need a point from 2 games. Congratulations to Leeds. They've done it, haven't they? Obviously, us and Burnley. Sunderland. Is that this is today's game then?
Yeah, it will be. Yeah.
Let's have a look at the results.
Everyone's played, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. I'm just going to get the results up while we're talking about it, though.
If you want. I'll talk you through it.
Okay.
So results today: Cardiff 1, Oxford 1. So they have.
Look at this.
So they've got a point. So they're 3 points off safety. Still everything to go for. Hull have beat Preston 2-1. So they've leapfrogged out of the brown zone.
Yeah.
Into the good.
The brown zone.
Luton 3, Bristol 1.
Yeah, so they're up. Yeah.
So Luton are now touching distance to safety, although they've got inferior goal difference, 20 minus 23.
Bristol City's still holding on though, aren't they?
Millwall is still in that. So they've won today 3-1 against Norwich. So that means that Millwall are still.
Oh yeah.
Still in the.
Still sniffing, aren't they?
Yeah.
We need Millwall to be still sniffing as well come last game, don't we?
Pompey and Watford have gone into a 10th minute of overtime. So someone got injured there.
Pompey are safe if they win this game.
Yeah, they're fine.
Well, they've got same. Yeah, they have because that goal difference. Pompey are safe if they win.
1, Swans 2. So that's just mid-table.
Obscurity, yeah.
Done and dusted. Oh God, the Swines have nicked a win against Middlesbrough.
No.
That changes that, doesn't it? Oh, that's quite good. I think that's good.
Yeah.
They've won that 2-1. So fair play. Thank you,
But again, you look at things like that.
Wednesday.
You think.
That was your kiss.
You think like Borough playing Wednesday, who have nothing to play for. That's got to be a layup for Borough, wouldn't you? With Borough having everything to play for, and it's not worked out. So
It's the pressure.
it is the pressure.
West Brom
No
1,
easy games.
Derby 3. So Derby give themselves a right sniff there.
Yeah, they have. And does that knock West Brom out of it? Pretty much, yeah.
It does.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
2 games to go.
Wow. Wow.
Look at their form though, West Brom.
So on this,
1 win in 6.
look at this. All the playoff teams have lost. Sunderland, Bristol, Coventry, and Borough have all lost today.
They have, yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious me! Right.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness! I don't believe it, as Mark would say. So let's see how many subs we're on. Oh no, we're miles off. We're miles off. You're not getting a kiss from Man Mountain today, I'm afraid. Right, we will end it there. Let's see if there's any other comments we need to get in before we go, because we're jumping straight over now to the Blades Ramble. I'm going to go make a brew, and Man Mountain's going to talk to you with Dave the Nose Leary.
Garth takes over Wayne's World, didn't it?
Oh no.
Don't know what he's going to come back to.
Okay, we're going to leave it there. Thank you to everybody for joining us. We'll see you over at the Blades Ramble in 2 minutes. Up the Blades!